It is unexpected.
It's super unexpected.
Mm-hmm. Time to share on the Twitter. The reason why we're doing this EDAR, people who are looking at it, is because we were supposed to film the second installment in our Pink Floyd series today, but Jeb is busy moving house, so we thought we better not. But it'll come.
Yeah.
It's all of it. It's all ready to go. You know, all the assets and all the songs and all the notes. It's all ready to go. It's just gotta do it, I guess. But yeah, it'll be fun when we get to it. I know you had a great time with the first one, Callum.
Oh, I had a lovely time. It was good fun.
It was good fun. It's crazy because like I've only done one album and there's like 15 of them. How many bands do you know release 15 albums, Callum? How many do you know?
Oh, all of them. I know all the bands.
Yes, clearly. Oh, Asmat responded to you on Twitter. What? Do you want to respond to him? You know that post you did about your 21st birthday was when Orton had that 1 month title reign?
Oh no, I've seen the tweet. Yeah, I've seen the tweet.
What's your response?
I mean, I like Orton. I just think dropping the belt to Orton from Drew at that time was really stupid.
Yeah.
Like, what was the point?
I mean, I wasn't watching, so I wouldn't know.
Neither was I. I wasn't watching the product at that point. I only had like a half eye on it. But I think dropping the belt to Orton for like a week or month, whatever it was, is dumb.
A lot of what was it, buddy? I don't remember now. A lot of my understanding of events from like 2018 to 2021 is based on Quizzlemania. Because obviously it's trivia, so they talk about things that are current as well as past.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of things they talked about that I didn't know anything about, but I learned about through the quiz. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like when they kept on talking about the Street Profits, I was like, who the fuck are the Street Profits? I've never seen them wrestle.
Street Profits are they're talented. They just
I know about them now, but I had seen maybe like 2 Angelo matches before I stopped watching. And I don't think Montez Ford had actually debuted in NXT yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway. Prince has 39 albums, apparently. That's fucking crazy. 39 albums!
That's a lot.
Yeah. Anyway. Today we're going to be covering WhoCulture Cringe. There's a rattle?
Yeah, your mic's been a bit odd. It doesn't sound right.
Okay. Have a look. What's wrong with it?
On my end, it just sounds like you're like on a phone and not actually on your mic. But also, yeah, it does sound like there's like a weird rattle in the background. When listening to the stream, yeah, it doesn't sound right.
Well, someone is mowing the lawns outside.
That might be why.
Fuck. I want to close my windows though.
Well, close the window. Let's see if it is actually that.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Let's... Okay, how's that?
I can still hear it a little bit.
I mean, it's hard to get rid of all that noise.
Hmm.
Do you only
Yeah, it
hear
might
it
be
when
your
I
actual mic.
do you only hear it when I speak?
I think it's your mic. Check what mic is because it sounds like it's like not buzzing, but that same kind of like effect. It doesn't sound right. Because for me, on my end, it sounds like you're on a phone. I don't know why.
That's weird. I don't understand that. Hang on. Right, how about now?
Yeah, I still slightly hear it.
What do you mean I sound like I'm on a phone? I don't get that.
It's the saying the noise is minor. I don't know. It might be like, can you still like hear the lawnmower outside? Then
I mean, it's literally like as faint as it could get. And there's like cicadas as well.
well, I can still hear something. So
I have no idea what that is.
well, on the stream you sound fine. So actually, it might just be my end. It could be just the connection. Oh well, that's fine. I understand you. It doesn't bother me.
Well, the thing is, they commented on the screen that I sound like it, right?
No, I just listened to it and it's minor. So it might be literally outside.
Well, I mean, I have an effect on my microphone in the stream.
Yeah, it's fine. If it doesn't, as long as it sounds fine on stream.
Okay, so it must have been whatever was outside because it's right. That must... It's because I live I live next to lots of trees, so there's lots of cicadas in the morning.
Hmm.
So annoying. I want to have my windows open because it's fresh air.
Too bad.
Oh wow. But do I like when you say I sound like I'm on a phone? Like, is the quality of my microphone bad?
It
Is
might
that
just be. It just might be the connection. My Discord might be a bit iffy today, but it's not. I can understand you fully. It's like very minor.
okay? So if I change it to that, do I sound terrible?
Yeah.
Okay, and then I'll change it back to this. How's that?
Oh, there you go. That sounds way better.
Oh, did I fix it?
Instantly sounded better.
Oh, well, I just I don't know how that happened.
That was weird.
That's so bizarre. Okay, I'll do the same for I'll do the same for Discord then. Sorry, not Discord, OBS. That should fix it then. If it's not fixed now, I don't know what the fuck to do. Right.
Anyway.
Pile of rubbish. Yeah. Okay, so the first thing we need to go through is that list that's like a text-based one, right?
We just made the list. Yeah.
The influencer.
Okay. That's totally a great nickname.
He's so great. Anyway, yeah. So what is it? We saw. I think this kind of stream was inspired by what is it? Bloody
That was you doing that sounded so weird.
I was beating my chest.
I like opened a tab and I thought for a second like the connection just completely busted.
No.
I was like, what the fuck?
Okay, so we're gonna be going on to I'm going to go to WhoCulture's Twitter. Oh, not WhoCulture. There we go. So WhoCulture made a tweet saying about WhatCulture's list of every Doctor Kiss ranked worst to best. Plot twist: the Doctor is actually a rom-com. And I quote tweeted it saying, WhoCulture ranking Doctor Who kisses. Why do I feel like this is going to be a pile of cringe? And it probably will be.
Because as we all know, romance is super cringe.
Yeah, so that's why we're going to be looking at that first, and then we'll check out a WhoCulture video, and then after that, I'll play some Warzone, and we'll have a good chat, take questions, and have a good banter. Yeah, sounds good to me, don't you think?
No, it sounds terrible.
Don't you think?
I never think.
Do you not?
At least that's what people would say to me. I don't think. I just rage.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Nope.
Man, imagine if EDAR was sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. That'd be so epic.
I would probably yell a lot
I love
because I'm not. And I'm telling you right now, this will probably end any sort of partnership we ever get because even though we're probably never gonna fucking get it. I don't give a shit about Raid Shadow Legends. Not played a single minute, and I don't want to.
I love Ollie Davis's advertisement for it. It's like Raid Shadow Legends.
And that makes the ad read. I still skip them because I don't care. But at least that's funny.
Yeah, it's one of those games
Again,
with like it's one of those games
knowing
with
that like
it's one of those games with in-game purchases, right? Pretty sure.
yes.
Sounds about right.
That's always
Shadow Legends.
fun. Pay to win.
Yeah. Raid Legends. So dumb. Right. Let's get into it, eh? 10 movies that deliberately didn't give fans what they wanted.
Well, sometimes you don't give what the fans they want. You give them a story.
Give them what they need.
But then if you do the Ryan Johnson way of doing it, where you mess up the story, then yeah.
Well, I mean, Ryan Johnson gave some fans what they wanted. Didn't they?
And don't worry, guys. Connor will eventually get this right on stream.
Yeah, I know. Just
You could just like F1 on the browser and just make it full screen. So you don't just show whatever tabs you have opened.
F1.
That's fine. You got it.
That didn't do anything.
No. I'm just saying, like, if you don't want to show tabs,
No. F1 didn't do that.
Neater.
F1 didn't do what you said it does.
I pressed F11. I said.
Oh, there we go. I thought you said F1.
No, I didn't.
You did. You did say F1. I heard it. I remember it. I always remember. God. It's so annoying adjusting this fucking thing. Oh god, there's a picture.
I did say F1. I did say F1. Fuck.
Formula 1. Kimi Räikkönen.
God damn it. God damn it.
Michael Schumacher. The picture of the Sheldon Cooper on my screen, it reminds me of the Master from The Woman Who Coughed.
Ah, yes, the best Master. Better than John Sim.
With James Corden and Miranda Lungs and Logan Paul.
What a cast of characters.
If anyone wants to see what we're talking about, go to Lord Slah's channel. Speaking of Lord Slah, he made a cringe tweet today.
Yeah, it was a bit cringe.
Yeah, he's like the fourth. What do you say? He says the fourth Doctor's one of the most fun to watch, but one of the the least interesting characters. And me and Will Maddox said, actually, blah 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 blah.
Actually, this and this.
Actually, if you watch the show in order, you will change your mind. It's interesting how this is written by someone called Callum McAvoy, given that James McAvoy's on our screen and your name is Callum. This must be the child of you and James McAvoy, right? It's the only feasible answer to the yeah. It's the only thing that could have happened. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay. Anyway.
Also, this was made last summer as well.
Yeah.
And I've only just seen this now.
Right. Doctor
So
Who, every Doctor Kiss ranked worst to best. Come here, I think you need a Doctor who's a good kisser. Oh shit, I'm spoiling it. Oh well, I mean the one at the bottom that I've just been spoiled for myself is pretty accurate. Anyway. For the first 33 years... Oh. What? Oh, right, sorry. So confused. 33, does that must include the TV movie then? That's not true because... I'm
assuming?
Unless it's up to 95. I don't know. Maybe it's until the TV movie is 33 years, and then the TV movie is... Yeah, they say it just below. Doctor Who never really explored the idea of a romantic relationship between the titular character and his various companions. It was something that just never happened. So I just want to point out that there is romance, but it's just not, like, sexual. Or at least it's not, like... I mean, even if it's suggested, it's not... There's no public display of it, if that makes sense. So you see in something like the Aztecs, you know, he gets engaged to that woman. And then there's moments like, you know, in Spearhead from Space when he starts flirting with Liz Shaw. In the kind of swaggery James Bond way. Or there's like, you know, there's always the moments with him and the Doctor and Jamie where that are like where they hold hands and stuff. That like tease at that sort of thing. And yeah, there's moments in there. There's definitely I definitely think there is a sexual element to the classic Who Doctors, but I don't think it's as explored as it is later. Like it's not as it's not as like relevant, I guess. I would argue that the Fourth Doctor and Romana 2 are also there's a romantic element to it, but it's probably because of the meta. Given that they had chemistry in real life, that probably comes, you know, that probably on screen is you know, it probably translates. And then there's also a bit of you've seen Terminus, right, Callum? So you'll know there's a bit of tension between the Fifth Doctor and Nissa as well.
Yeah.
And then once you get to the Virgin New Adventures like books, that's when it starts to really hit hard. Like that's when you get stuff like the Doctor and Bernice Summerfield like actually fucking each other. So that's when it gets hard. And then obviously you get the TV movie, which is what they say below. So when the Eighth Doctor and Grace Holloway kissed in the TV movie, it shocked longtime fans and was considered somewhat scandalous at the time. And also, let's not forget that the Doctor has a granddaughter. It's established at the start of the show.
Yeah.
And like people look at something like, people look at Lung Barrow and be like, oh, but it's been retconned as looms. It's like, yeah, but that's not what it was at the time, though. At the time, that's not what was intended.
No, the Doctor's never fucked.
No, clearly. Fast forward to the present day.
Because aliens don't fuck.
Fast forward to the present day, romance in the TARDIS doesn't seem so alien anymore. A romantic dynamic between the Doctor and companion was a key aspect of the Russell T Davies era, and under Stephen Moffat, we even saw the Doctor get married. So it's safe to say in the 15 years of the revival era, there's been plenty of kissing. That there has. Some kisses have been played for laughs, and others have been reduced fans to tears. Some have been truly romantic, and others have been just downright weird. I mean, they're not wrong.
I I think the first one will be a testament to that. I mean,
look, listen, you never know. This list might actually be really good at breaking this down.
Might be a very good list.
But we'll see. So number 24 is the 11th Doctor and Jenny Flint from the Crimson Horror. Yes, I would say this is definitely one of the worst ones. This is fucking atrocious.
It's the most out of nowhere. What the fuck? Why?
Well, I mean, look, this might sound extreme to some people to put it this way, but when you really think about it, like, I know he's in a bit of a state because he's just revived from like a weird state of being a Crimson Man, but in reality, he sexually assaults a lesbian with a kiss.
No, he knows does he know she's a lesbian? I think.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's. Unless I'm mistaken, I believe the Doctor knows that Jenny and Vastra are a thing. I'm almost certain of it because before this, you had A Good Man Goes to War with them in it. Then you had the Snowmen, and then you had. I think this was the third one. Could be wrong, but I believe this is the third one with them in it. Yeah, and then after that is Name of the Doctor and then Deep Breath. I'm pretty sure it's only 5 stories they're in. Feels like way more, but I'm pretty sure it's only 5 stories.
Yeah, I was about to say, it feels like it's way more.
Yeah, but I'm almost certain it's only 5 stories. It's Good Man Goes to War, it's The Snowmen, it's The Crimson Horror, The Name of the Doctor, and Deep Breath. Anyway, coming in at last place is undoubtedly the oddest kiss in Doctor Who so far. In Series 7's The Crimson Horror, The Paternoster Gang, investigate. Oh, it's good. It's got a next page. That means we don't get spoiled. The Paternoster Gang investigate strange going on in seemingly utopian community known as Sweetville in Victorian-era Yorkshire. There, Jenny Flint finds the 11th Doctor imprisoned, but is able to rescue and revive him, with the Doctor triumphantly celebrating this by passionately snogging Jenny. Whilst it's clear he's happy to be free, the kiss is really out of character. Well, I mean, I would say it's out of character for the Doctor, but for Series 7 11th Doctor, I think that's debatable because it happens a lot. Like, remember Dinosaurs in a Spaceship when you just randomly kiss Rory for no reason? Even though it's his, like, father-in-law.
Yeah, it is actually, yeah. That's
more to the point, Jenny is not only not into men, but also married to Madame Vastra. 2 facts he is more than aware of. The pair's reaction to the whole ordeal is quite funny, but ultimately this whole affair is just a bit odd. I would say it's more than that. I'd say it's downright stupid. I think this moment's pretty terrible. Like I've said before, like I kind of have a bit of a guilty pleasure for the episode, but this moment is just unforgivable. It's awful. It's one of the main reasons why I don't I don't go back to rewatch the episode that often, because this moment is just so bad.
I think I've only seen it like either once or twice.
Yeah.
No more.
I don't know what.
I'm fine.
I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know if it was. I don't know if it was Mark Gatiss. I don't know if it was Stephen Moffat. I don't know if it was the director. I don't know if it was the actors.
It'd be really
ad-libbing.
funny, Connor. It'd be really funny.
Yeah. I've opened my window again. Can you still hear noises?
Not much of a change for me. I don't know about the stream.
Cool. I'm just gonna open the back up. Really need fresh air. Anyway, I have no issues with this being at the bottom. This is terrible. Right, should we go to the next one?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Carry on.
The 11th Doctor and Tasha Lem. Yep. This one's also shit. I knew
we're in the same season.
I knew like Series 7 was gonna crowd the bottom of this if it was any legitimate list.
Yeah.
Wait, who? I'm pretty sure Tasha Lem was supposed to be River Song in this story. Could be wrong.
Oh, really?
Well, that was my impression. My impression was that River Song was going.
Yeah, I remember who this is. She's just, a one-off character who doesn't really do anything.
Mm.
Probably wouldn't remember her name though if I didn't know.
Well, it's one of those things of, I think it's okay. So the way her character works, right? Like, you know that thing that the Doctor has, especially I know the 7th Doctor has this and the 4th Doctor has this quite a bit too. But the Doctor has these things where they go somewhere and they've already been there or already met someone from there, right? It's like a previous adventure that we didn't see that the Doctor was at and then goes back there. But in this sense, it's the same thing as that, except the difference is it's like a romantic encounter that he's already had, and
Yeah.
that's what it's meant to be.
Strange.
Yeah, except it's very weird. Mother is superior to the powerful mainframe, and Maximus finally out in the time of the Doctor. During the episode, she is killed, and her body is taken over by the Daleks. I fucking hate those stupid head eye stalk things. It's dumb.
Just why?
It's just dumb.
And they can take over it as well. That's funny.
Yeah.
Like they can somehow like with the power of mind.
As a way of showing his gratitude, he kisses it. Not as bad as Jenny's. The episode is. Well, at least there's consent. At the very least,
that's why it's a step up at least.
yeah. As the episode had actually hinted at the past between them, but ultimately it's completely forgettable. It's just dumb. It's just dumb characters. So I have a feeling there's probably others on this list that should be below this one. Actually, thinking about it, I think.
I wouldn't put this as low.
The one from Dark Water, I think, should be near the bottom. We'll see where that one
I
ends
have
up.
more of a fucking issue with the fucking New Earth kiss.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that's somewhere. Wouldn't be
That'd
surprised.
probably be.
I wouldn't be surprised if
That
it's
honestly could land anywhere on this list. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
WhoCulture?
Yeah. The 11th Doctor in the TARDIS from the Doctor's wife.
Why is this up? What? I'm not sure it should be that low.
They say it's meaningless. Should have happened.
Okay, then that's just flat out wrong.
They say it should have happened towards the end of the episode where it would have had development behind it. I don't think it matters. I don't think
really.
Yeah, no, this shouldn't be that low. I don't really give a shit about the moment, but like
this is third from bottom.
Yeah, I don't think. I think this is kind of inoffensive. This one.
No, I'd probably put this in the middle of the park if I was doing this list. Like, it's more like establishment of like TARDIS, quote unquote, like their sort of like not what was with I guess just like craziness within the body, like trying to adapt to the body.
Yeah, I mean,
With,
it's one
like,
of those
TARDIS.
things
Like,
where if I was writing this episode, I probably wouldn't have done that. But I also don't
like what if they're like in this situation, in this scene, what are we expecting? Why are we expecting it to be played for emotions?
Well, what they're saying is that they should have saved it until like the end or something.
Why? They can just have this and do it again later.
I don't know.
Like this is like sure it's played for laughs, but it's also showing us like TARDIS trying to adapt to this body. So like, why is it third from bottom? And that's what I'm asking. Why? Because third from bottom would say to me that this is completely wrong and this should not have happened, and it's damaging to the story. Out of what 24 kisses in the show, this is apparently the third worst.
Yeah, no, that's not. I would put this. There's quite a few I put below this one.
A lot I'd put below this, honestly.
Yeah. I'll have to see what the rest of I can't remember all of them. There's so many of them. Like, a lot of them have gone over my head, so I can't.
Also, chat seems to be frozen on stream.
Okay, I'm gonna have to press F11 and fix it, I guess. Because it's. Oh, there we go. There we go. Right. We've updated it.
Should be top 10. It probably there's a lot of bad kisses. So
I mean, I can't remember what the rest of the list is like, so I can't tell you.
Exactly. There's a lot of kisses I'd probably have forgotten. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. Where the fuck is Flesh and Stone? Where's Flesh and Stone and Dark Water? Those should be way below this one.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go to the next one.
Oh yeah, this. Oh yeah, that. Oh yeah, yeah. Those should definitely be below that.
Why is this one so low? This one's fine. It's funny. I mean, like they have
the next one.
Yeah, the one I just put on. The 10th Doctor and Elizabeth I. Like it's there's an established relationship there, right? So with
It's
Elizabeth,
literally it is played for laughs. What's wrong
yeah,
with it?
and it's not. Hang on, let's just read what they say. But I just wanted to say, like, this whole thing, right? You have an established relationship between the Doctor and Elizabeth before you get to the scene, so you understand that there is consent, right? But then also on top of that, why the other Elizabeth does it to him is because it's a Zygon, and that's like that makes sense because it's a fucking Zygon trying to
Yeah,
blend
exactly.
in.
And you get the whole back and forth between Smith and Tennant, which is really funny.
Yeah. Anyway, um, it it was during David Tennant's run as the 10th Doctor that the kissing frenzy really took off. Yeah, just women just kissing him left and right and center. Apparently, definitely,
Very attractive person.
definitely during like the specials as well. That tended to be a thing.
Mm.
During the day, the Doctor gets quite a few times by Elizabeth Zine and a Zygon doppelganger, and eventually even gets married to the Tudor Queen. It's a fun callback to the Shakespeare Code. Truth be told, it's a running gag that goes on for a bit too long for most fans and critics. It's not a great, not great part of the special. I mean, like,
I disagree.
I don't know. I think it's okay.
I think it's funny.
I don't see the issue with it.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Like, wasn't the reason why Ten was being like romantic with Elizabeth, quote unquote, which was because he thought Elizabeth was a Zygon.
Yeah, because he had the what was it, the machine that goes ding, and then he realized it was
it's a
actually the
machine that
horse.
goes
He realized it was actually the horse and not her.
Yeah, he thought it was Elizabeth and was trying to woo her to
Yeah.
see if it was actually.
And then that's the
Elizabeth
moment
or not.
and that's the moment where he's like, oh, I'm getting married to the Queen.
Yeah, he doesn't actually want to be king or marry her. He's trying to find out if it's a Zygon.
Yeah. But then he realizes that he
So
got
that's
it
why
wrong.
it's funny. Where it's like, it's funny because it's actually Elizabeth I who actually falls in love with the Doctor. That's
Yeah.
kind of funny.
Yeah. And that's fine. The Shakespeare coach, she says off with his head because he ditched her.
Exactly, nice little connection there. They actually look. That's a setup for a payoff that probably was never going to come, but they did it. Moffat did it, which is pretty funny.
Interesting. Shakespeare Code and Day of the Doctor are 2 episodes that Jay has slandered. Maybe Jay just really doesn't like Elizabeth I.
Yeah, total bias.
Anyway. Yeah, no, this one shouldn't be this low. Why is this below Flesh and Stone? Why is this below Dark Water? This is ridiculous. Like
this isn't good,
Yeah.
but yeah.
I don't know. The 11th Doctor and River Song 2. Is this the Let's Kill Hitler one?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So the problem with this isn't the actual kiss, it's what it's doing. It's a load of bullshit is what it is.
A load of bollocks.
Yeah. So it's because obviously, you know, they're partners. I guess there's a bit of a weird element in that they've like in terms of the time thing with like her just having regenerated into this body and all that. But the actual plot part of it, like the why it all happens, is absolute shite. Because
yeah,
it's literally just the Snow White and Seven Dwarfs ending, where you know the damsel is dying and the partner kisses them back to life, except it's in reverse this time. Yeah, I would say this needs to be way below the last 2 we just talked about. This is like it's not a bad one in terms of the actual romance, but it's bad in terms of the like the why it's happening.
Yeah.
Do you reckon this counts as a? I can't because it's been a while since I've seen Let's Kill Hitler. Does this count as a Deus Ex Machina? Or is it set up? I can't remember.
Well, Time Lords seem like they can transfer regenerative energy. Maybe I can't remember. I really don't remember, to be honest. I haven't watched it in ages.
Well, because here's the thing, right? With the Parting of the Ways, they did a similar thing, except the difference was the Ninth Doctor had to die, whereas River doesn't die from this. Is it because she's just regenerated, like she's just giving her like new regeneration cycle energy to
Perhaps,
him or something?
maybe we can,
Yeah.
if we're being best faith, then maybe.
Yeah. Anyway,
I'm
yeah.
not
No,
sure though.
I think this one does deserve to be low down, but maybe not as low as some of like the others that are above it.
It probably would be like 17,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah. Terrible episode though.
Oh. Bollocks, yeah.
Oh, I always forget about this one.
I do forget about this one, but then again, why is this low?
I think this one's just like an inoffensive laugh because it's
an inoffensive, like, and this is from a one-off companion who, okay, this is establishing that, oh, they're kind of attracted to him because he's kind of impressive, you know?
I think it was also at that point self-referential of how many companions had kissed the 10th Doctor as well.
Yeah, because he kind
of laughs at it. He's just like laughing at it. He's like, oh, of course.
Yeah.
Of course this happened. Yeah, why is this below Flesh and Stone and Dark Water?
Like, what, like, I don't know.
I don't think this. So here's
Time
the thing.
Lord regen energy transfer wasn't established before that scene. Moff pulled it out of his buoy. I don't know. I guess that he did kind of pull it out of his arse then.
So here's the thing: is like it's kind of this isn't meant to be much, and so it's kind of just is. It's what it
meant
is,
to
right?
be a gag, and that's it.
Yeah. So naturally, it's not going to rank as high as some of the more serious ones, but I also don't think it's as bad as some of the shit ones. So I don't know.
What actually doesn't work? Here's the thing. Like in the episode, they make a point that they have really good chemistry together. That's kind of like the whole story around those two. So I feel like this is a natural progression for her because she's quite. Here's the thing: throughout the entire episode, she's like seen as quite like a sophisticated like woman who knows what she wants. You know, she's that kind of vibe of person. So I feel like this makes sense to me with her character.
Yeah,
she's quite a sensual person.
Yeah, she's also like, I mean, it even says here labeling.
They flirt a lot in the story as well, by the way.
Yeah,
or she at least flirts a lot.
They've actually put it that some fans label her a Lara Croft riff-off, but she does have a bit of a Lara Croft thing going on for her. Like she's, you know,
she does, but
dressed in black.
It's like, here's the thing: this is a one again. This is a one-off appearance.
She's a cat burglar.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
she's like it's a mix of like it's a mix of Lara Croft and Catwoman. No, what's it? Black Cat. That's it. Black Cat.
Yeah.
Not Catwoman. Black Cat from the Spider-Man. Yeah, I get that vibe from her, and she's that sort of person. So for her to kiss 10, that makes sense to me, given who she is and how how she's been flirting with him a lot throughout the story.
You know what it kind of reminds me of? It's like how sometimes you get like Catwoman just kissing Batman, but they're not in love. You know what I mean? It's kind of like I guess in some storylines they are, but depending on what,
a lot they are.
But I've seen a lot of examples where it's just like, here, have this one, honey, and then she just flies away.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I would say like she's more like a Black Cat, who most time is romantically involved with Spider-Man.
Yeah, I just think it's. Yeah, I don't think it should be this low. I think it's middle of the pack, a bit like the
I would also probably put this. I would probably put this at like 11 or 10.
I think like this one is in like a similar category to like the Doctor's Wife one, where it's just there.
Yeah, but this one I feel like, in difference to that one, this feels like a natural progression.
Yeah. Probably actually, I know where to put
relationship.
It. So I'd say it's above the Doctor's Wife one, but below the Day of the Doctor one. That's probably what I'd do. Yeah.
Because that's just like a really good gag.
Yeah. All right. What's next? This one. Now this one should be like top 5, I reckon, because this is a great moment in Smith and Jones.
It's a great start of a arc.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Why the fuck is Flesh and Stone above this?
This is what sets it in motion.
That I have beef with that because this for me of the ones we've done so far, this is like by far the best one, and it's way
this
better.
Is the best one because it has the most story impact.
Yeah,
you know, we would like literally talk about today about like everlasting impact from like moments and arcs. This is the most like for series 3.
It sets up the
sort
whole
of
thing.
the beginning of this arc between them two.
Mm-hmm. But from the Doctor's point of view, he was only doing it as a genetic transfer to trick the Jadoon. But didn't like because he's an alien.
See,
he didn't register that
they,
she would.
They literally say in this like while it may help save billions of lives in the grand scheme of things. I mean, not billions. It saved like a couple hundred to just under 1,000 people, or however many people were in the building. Was a kiss truly necessary? It seemed like the writers wanted to force an obligatory Doctor companion kiss out of them. Yes, they did. They did it to start the arc.
Yeah, and it's like they're like, oh, coming soon after.
But it's not like in a sense that it doesn't make any sense.
And they're like coming so soon after Rose Tyler's exit. It doesn't feel right. It's like, yeah, it's not meant to feel right. That's the whole point. It's
and
meant
like we say every time, the Doctor says like this doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't mean anything to him because he's not human. He doesn't see it that way. You know, it's not the way he sees it. Not his you know, he doesn't intend it to be romantic, so he doesn't see it as romantic. And Martha was, you know, unintentionally swept off her feet in that moment. It's a great moment that Russell crafted that really set up their characters, and I don't get why it's this low.
Then you get the end of the episode where she's like, "Oh, you kissed me."
Yeah, like I said, this should be top 5 for New Who. Actually, all of the show because they don't really do it in Classic Who. But yeah, this should be. Why the fuck is the TV movie one not here? Wait, have we already done that or no? We haven't. Where's the TV movie? Where's Dark Water? Where's Flesh and Stone? Where's New Earth? This is bullshit. This is actual bullshit.
This is bullshit.
Oh,
fucking bullshit.
I forgot about this one. Oh my god.
This is number 1.
Okay,
number 1 for me.
So I'm gonna slightly defend this one because I've heard a small bit of criticism for this, as it being like non-consensual. But you got to understand that at this point, like the Doctor's part of their family, and they've spent 2 seasons together.
They're very comfortable. With each other.
If Jackie had done this in the first episode of series 1, that it would have been weird. Yeah, it would have been very weird.
That would have been very weird.
Yeah, but because like he's part of the family now, and there's like it's meant to be like a greeting and like, oh, I missed you so much, you know. I think that's different.
And this is like carrying on from sort of like Jackie sort of like I guess we could say mini art because she's not in every episode.
Yeah.
But you remember like with fucking Love and Monsters, that scene with her and Elton, sort of like how she protects them, like the Rose and the Doctor.
Yeah.
It shows how she's changed her
but like
opinion on the Doctor.
But the way it's
sort of like understood who he is.
Yeah, but the way it's framed, it's like it's not a romantic one. It's like your mum kissing.
No,
you,
it's a
you know.
Yeah, exactly. It's the mum being like playful with like the. Not in the normal case, it would be the boyfriend, but in this, it's just like a close friend, like really close friend to the family. You know.
Yeah.
It's like a very different relationship, but the
way he reacts after is he like wipes it off his face with like disgust. He's like, "Oh fuck, don't do that to me, mum."
Even in like at the bottom, it's like it's delightfully humorous moment and shows how much Jackie has come to care for and appreciate the Doctor. Why is it this low then? If you're praising it,
yeah. This should be top 10.
On top of that, Tennant's disgusted reaction to the kiss is just perfect.
Yeah, I reckon this is on the same level as like the one from Day of the Doctor. This is, you know, pretty funny. even better than that one.
So literally, this whole description is apparently praise.
I actually
Yet
think
Flesh and Stone is still above it.
Yeah, I actually think you could argue this is better than the Day of the Doctor one because these characters are more developed, like with Jackie
Yeah.
specifically over Elizabeth. Yeah, why is this this low? It's a good one.
The person saying it is a good one. It's a
For
funny
fuck's sake, why is this above it? This moment in the plot is so stupid. It doesn't make any sense. Why do they have to get
No,
married?
they need to get married. They have to get married, Connor. For
They
the
literally could just shake hands. Why do they have to get married? Doesn't make sense.
Romance. Because romance. It doesn't make fucking sense.
They don't. It says must kiss to say the universe. No, they don't. It never says that. Yes, or something like that got very complicated. No, it's not complicated. They establish that all they have to do is touch. So that what they can do is just...
They touched earlier, you remember?
Yeah. Oh, fuck's sake. It's so dumb.
Why do they have to get married?
It's so dumb.
Why is this above the Jackie one? Why is this above the Elizabeth the First one?
Also,
Why is it above the Martha one?
I hate this moment too, because it's meant to be the culmination of the Doctor's arc in the first 6 series of New Who, and they completely fuck it up.
Yeah. They butcher it.
Rubbish. And it's meant to be this moment where it's like finally the Doctor has found someone he can be with. And then what happens?
But even then, this
look into my eye.
Worse.
Look into my eye.
This apparently is still worse than the Flesh and Stone one.
And the Dark Water one. Yeah, no. This is way too high. In terms of compared to the ones below it.
Come on, the next one is
Why is this?
This makes sense. This makes sense, and it's funny.
Wait, 15. Oh, this is great.
This one's funny.
It's so good. Like
even then,
when it's just like, I just snogged Madame de Pompadour.
Okay, so like the person is praising these now. The last 3 ones have been like praised, yeah?
Yeah.
So apparently this guy, this Callum, this fake Callum, thinks that the Flesh and Stone kiss is good.
Unless they have forgotten it.
Like overall. Like every aspect of it apparently works. Because that's how this person is describing the last 3 kisses.
Yeah, the thing is that she know and like she knows that he's into her, given the way he looks at her as soon as he steps out the fireplace.
Yeah.
So there is definitely like flirting there. There's indication. It's not like it's not like, you know, he just popped out and she turned him around and did it straight away. Like she walks into the room like all like sort of just proper. And then they have a conversation first, and then she figures it out. So yeah, I think this is one of the better ones.
Yep.
This is right.
This is one of the better ones.
It's right up
really
there with
funny.
like the Jackie one and the Martha one.
Oh my god, the next one. Oh no.
Maybe like.
No.
Oh dude, this should be top 5. This is so good.
This actually, I think this should legitimately be number 1, or at least
probably.
2.
I think either this one or maybe what's the other one? I'll probably maybe Parting the Ways, like the last one, Parting the Ways, because remember you got to remember the Jack one as well.
Yeah.
But I reckon, like the Parting of the Ways one is more like iconic and memorable. Because it's like the climax of the first series.
This is very meaningful for the art between these two characters.
You could also... I think that they're probably the top 2, the ones we just talked about.
Oh my god, the last bit is like, the only reason this kiss isn't higher because it isn't memorable.
Are you fucking serious? This defines the Doctor's arc. This is like an important moment. Oh man,
It's a important moment for John Smith.
Oh, I have beef with
And
this.
Joe Redfern.
I have beef with this. This is a great scene. Why the fuck is Flesh and Stone above this?
This definitely should be top 2.
Yeah. Unless there's another one I can't remember. But this, yeah, this isn't.
It
This is
shouldn't be at 14. This is below Flesh and Stone.
not. Yeah, here it is. Why? Why?
Oh, for God's sake.
Why? Why is this above
The middle
other
of the
one?
list seems fair for a kiss that No. No. No.
No. Why the fuck is Human Nature one below this? That's absolute bullshit. Not memorable, apparently.
Oh my God. In what is a pretty funny scene.
This is literally rape. It's rape.
He says no, no, and no.
Yeah.
Thankfully, 11's actually in character here.
Yeah, I know. But Amy's not. Or at least
Amy's not.
Or at least if she is, it establishes her as being someone that's okay with rape.
She keeps trying to, like, even in the goddamn, like, extra scene that was never released in the official show, she's still trying to flirt with him a lot.
Yeah, no, this is
She's like, I'm getting mixed signals here.
I think this is a contender for the worst one, to be honest. Actually, I don't know. Maybe the Crimson Horror one's worse than this. I'm not sure. It's hard to say, actually. I feel like, it kind of depends on your point of view, I think, because in this one you have the Doctor resisting, whereas with the Crimson Horror, it's not like there's resistance, but there is knowledge that Jenny is lesbian, and with Vastra. But then also with this one, Amy's with Rory, and also it's rape. I think this might be the worst one, to be honest. Maybe.
This would be down the bottom, yeah.
Yeah. They put one of the bottom, like, one of the bottom ones with over one of the top ones. This is, oh my god. Yeah, no, that's a shit take right there. They're trying to make it seem like, you know all those times that the 10th Doctor got kissed, and they're making it like different with the Doctor's bewilderment, but like that's not what happens, because in the scenes of the 10th Doctor there is, a level of consent and understanding there, whereas with this he repeatedly says no, and she continues. Yeah, it's nah, terrible. Moving on. What's above it? Oh, why is this above Human Nature?
This is the most forgettable one.
It's dumb. Why is this above Human Nature?
I don't get it.
Apparently it's high on the list because it's completely improvised. That's why? Why does the meta matter?
Okay, apparently because it's improvised, that means inherently improvisation is always the best. I don't get that.
So Matt Smith improvising something that's arguably out of character is better than John Smith and Joan Redfern, apparently. That's weird. That's weird. I am not on board with this at all.
Yeah.
Right, what's number 11? Ah, here it is. The New Earth one.
This should be lower, to be honest.
Yeah, so it's a bit of, I don't think it's one of the like very worst, but it's a bit of a weird
I really don't like Ten's reaction to it. I just find that I don't find that in character.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those moments that's just played for humor for 10.
Like, I'm Cassandra kissing 10. I'm fine with that. It's 10's reaction. That's what does it for me.
Yeah, it's kind of a difficult one because it's like, on one hand, I guess it plays into his sort of cockiest side, but also I don't think that a moment like
But
that.
I don't think the cockiest side is like that. His
Yeah.
reaction, I don't think that's in character for him at all. Especially like this is the start of 10's new body, like coming off.
I think his
9.
reaction to
yeah.
his reaction to Madame de Pompadour is way more in character because he's like excited about that. He's like, "Oh, that happened." Whereas with Cassandra, it's a bit more like, I don't know. I feel like maybe he would have an issue with. Are we gonna go with the? Because at this point in time, surely he knows that it's not Rose, right? Like, does he know that it's not her at this point? I can't remember.
I don't. Okay, if he does, why would he say that? And if he doesn't, then why does he say? I don't get why he says it in the first place. Either way.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like the reaction to either scenario would be
still got it. What does that mean? Like, why would he say that?
well okay. So the reason why he's saying that is not necessarily in character, but the reason why he says it is just like, yeah, I've still got the ladies. You know, that's kind of the whole.
I'm still. Yes.
And I guess
It's
it's kind of a reference to the fact that he's like 900 or something. Like he's lived for like 900 years. That might be it.
But here's the thing, though. If he thinks it's Rose, surely that's a why did the fuck did you just kiss me like that?
Yeah,
that's never been a why.
Yeah. And then if it's Cassandra, he'd be like, "Oh, that's a piece of skin."
If it's Cassandra, why is he like? That's if it is, if he does know, that's kind of fucked for him to say.
Actually, no, he doesn't. Okay, I remember now. He doesn't know it's Cassandra, but he knows something's up. I remember he says this later on. He's like, "What have you done with Rose?"
But yeah. Either way, though, I think it doesn't work at all. Because, like I said, if he thinks it's Rose, then that shouldn't be his reaction. He should be like, "Why did she just do that?"
Yeah, I feel like
he does know.
I feel like he would be a bit more confused.
His first reaction is, "Oh yes, I still got it."
Yeah, probably should be something more like.
Okay, I need to. Not a. Okay, I've got to fix this.
Actually, thinking about it, that thing he does where he goes, "What? What?" I feel like that would have been more apt for that moment.
Yes, that would actually be totally in character.
Yeah,
that would be really great. That actually would totally be in character with 10. Yeah, either way, this kiss doesn't work at all.
I can imagine a gag where she walks around a corner and all the people in the hospital look at him and they're like smiling. He's like, "What?" And he looks at each different one. He's like, "But what?" Imagine that.
I would probably just the simple let her walk away for a bit, and then he just goes, "What?" And that would probably actually be the first whatever, wouldn't it, as well? So
and actually, that would tie into his suspicion of her as well. Like, hang on, something's not right.
Exactly. Yes, I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, and actually, in the subtext, that would establish something about their relationship as well. About how that's not really what it's. That's not really what it's been.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. And I think him going either way, whether he knows it's Cassandra or not, him going, "Yeah, still got it," I think is fucked either way.
Because they're romantic moments that are shown on screen when it is actually Rose are a lot more tender. You think about that moment in Impossible Planet when he's about to go into the shaft and he gives him a peck on his helmet. That's kind of more in character. Whereas this is
this just doesn't.
Yeah, it's weird.
This is not what their relationship has been at all. It's never been this.
Yeah.
So the reaction doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah,
I really don't like it. I kind of hate it. Honestly, talking about it more now, I kind of hate it.
Yeah, well, given that it's sacrificing character consistency for comedy, right?
Exactly. There's rumors that the kiss was, in fact, Piper's idea. Nintendo had no idea it was coming. If that's the case, it would feature a lot higher. But
I mean, that's probably because they pranked her with the shower scene, so maybe she wanted to get one back on him.
Depends when they
I mean, here's
yeah.
the thing with that is like Billy Piper is a massive shipper for the Doctor and Rose, like a lot more than the story is, and that's probably why she thinks of it like that.
Yeah.
Because I know she really doesn't like the scene from Journey's End because she thinks it's unfulfilling.
Well.
But yeah, either way, this honestly, talking about it right now, it's probably got down lower on my list.
I don't think it's as bad as some of the rape ones though.
Oh no, definitely not. This is
Yeah.
just an out of character moment for 10.
Yeah. I would still say the Wedding of River Song one's worse than this because it has so much worse implications for the characters and for the story combined. Even though them getting married isn't out of character, it's the way it's done and the fact that it's done in for a really stupid reason. I think it wastes a lot more. Whereas I think with something like this, it is out of character, but I think you can recover from it, and I think they did.
Slightly, yeah.
In terms of significance.
I would just I would do what we suggested and just have him go, what?
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah.
But why is this above like the human nature one? That's what's fucking weird.
It's above so many, it shouldn't be.
I remember this scene was very controversial when they showed the trailers, like before the episodes came out, because there was no context for it.
Yeah. They just did it. Yeah.
They didn't know that it wasn't Rose. They were like really
like
confused.
if it was actually Rose and 10, that'd be worse.
Oh,
yeah.
it would be worse because the thing is they wouldn't do that if it was just Rose and 10.
Exactly. Yeah, that's why his reaction to it is so weird.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a weird moment. I'd really like New Earth, like in terms of like if we ever like it'll never happen. But if we ever had like a sit down like big just chat with Russell about his episodes, this is one of the ones I'd want to ask him lots of questions about because there's a lot going on in this episode. I'd like to hear his thoughts on it. I know he did they did this and Gridlock for one of the watch-alongs during the Doctor Who watch-along thing that they did. I didn't pay attention to his tweets during New Earth, but he may have talked about it. Yeah. It is a weird one.
Oh god.
Yeah, don't know. Anyway, let's see what's next.
Oh god, not the next one.
Oh god, the snowman. Oh,
haha,
no.
funny kiss, haha.
This one's like this one's like a little bit rapey too, isn't it? Maybe not as much as the others, but
it's just strange.
I don't even know what's going on in this episode. It's so weird.
Like I find what was her name from Planet of the Day we were talking about earlier?
Oh, Christina.
That I feel like that kiss makes more sense than this.
Yeah, I mean the snowman's just bizarre. Like it's almost like it just takes place in another world. It's just a weird episode.
It is very bizarre.
Pretty sure Shane loves it, eh? Here we go. Because she had some really good chemistry with 11. There we go. There's the
people don't know what chemistry is.
Fast speaking.
They had fast paced, witty dialogue.
Apparently, yeah. It's crazy, like how Clara's characterized in this episode. Then you compare her to like Series A. It's like a completely different person. It's so weird.
Yeah.
And also like the fact that this is the point where Smith became like so pantomime. It was ridiculous. Like, look at the way he's reacting to it. He's just like, I've been kissed. Help me. Like, what's going on here? This is not a person. It's not a person. It's not a character. It's just a fucking, I don't know. It's just a roll of gags. Apparently, it's memorable because of Matt Smith's hilarious reaction. So it's clear to me that this person reacts more to comedy than they do to actual storytelling.
Yep. If it's funny, then good.
Because when you look at the stuff like with the Smith and Jones one and the Human Nature one, there's actual story to why it's happening. Whereas with this, it's purely just a gag that's like arguably a bit rapey.
Yeah.
Also, let's not forget,
Okay.
let's not forget he got married like pretty recently
Mm-hmm.
in this to another woman. They must be in an open relationship, I guess. Eleven's complete obliviousness to the fact that people fancy him as just a really funny character beat. No, it's fucking stupid. It's really dumb. It's really dumb. Despite his claims that he didn't, he most definitely liked Clara's kiss as well. What is it then? What's going on? So he likes it, but he's also like awkward about it and oblivious. Like I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's just, it's stupid. Anyway, 11th Doctor and River Song 1. This is the one from Day of the Moon? Oh, I haven't seen
End
that
of Day of the
episode
Moon, yeah.
I haven't seen this in years.
Well, is better than the fucking Let's Go Hitler one.
Oh,
Because
definitely.
this has
Well, I mean, it's not magic saving the day, at least.
this is actually character related, which, you know what, fair enough. This one actually has it sets up their romance, I guess.
Mm.
Set up the story at least. And her reaction is well acted, at least. I'm trying to find all the praise I can.
It's saying that due to the mixed up timelines, it's the last time River Song kisses the Doctor, but I think that they probably may have in Husbands of River Song, like off screen, like after, I would imagine, in those 23 years. But you know, I don't know. Maybe they didn't.
Well, she probably thinks that's it.
And actually, if you
until that reveal.
I mean, technically, the name of the Doctor, but I guess it's not her. It's like a memory of her, right?
It's from it's the thing from Science in the Library.
I mean, I think that's actually a real testament to Science in the Library that they never do it once, because that's, you know, actually respecting consent, because the 10th Doctor doesn't actually know who she is. And so she's not going to kiss him because they're not in love at that point. Or at least she is,
and
he
it
isn't.
adds to the mystery as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, well, this one is at least better than Let's Go.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say this is like middle of the road. Like, it's inoffensive, it's fine, whatever.
It's inoffensive. It's trying to build the characters and their sort of like relationship with one another. It's nothing. It's not.
I think the
not
only
completely out of place.
The only thing I would say is that I struggle to understand why the Doctor falls in love with her. That's the one thing I have with this whole relationship, is I never really got where it came from.
To be fair to this scene, Matt's like reaction is sort of that, like that's kind of new, and that's sort of, I guess, the point of the scene from like the Doctor's point of view.
I guess the idea is he doesn't know why, but he trusts that it will happen, and he's
and he like he tries to play off as, you never know. You never know. There's a first time for everything. You know, he's like trying to play it off.
Yeah, maybe it's something like
it's
sort of
not all bad.
Maybe it's not like a spoken reason, but it's more like an unsaid sort of, well, I could potentially see it. You know, sometimes you have that sort of just a connection with a person that's kind of unspoken. Maybe it's something like that we don't really know. And he isn't currently at this stage in love with River, but he's sort of like, well, maybe it's worth a shot. I don't know.
Yeah, I think if by Moffat standards, this is probably one of the best ones.
Yeah, that's saying something.
At least Moffat era standards.
Well, I think a lot of Moffat's better kisses in his era are with other characters, because the way he handles the Doctor's romances are kind of weird.
Yeah, thing And yeah, I think to be fair to the scene, I don't think there's much wrong with it.
Yeah. I think there's much worse things about Day of the Moon than this.
Much worse. Definitely much worse.
Uh,
Oh,
here we go.
No.
Here we go.
No.
This is rape.
What was this? What was this?
I'm pretty sure it was the last time that the Doctor was kissed on screen, actually. At least on the lips. Because I know that I know there's like a cheek one in Last Christmas, and
this is
also,
Capaldi's only one,
and Face the Raven on the cheek too. But
like full on kiss. I think that's what they're counting, and this
Yeah.
is the only one.
And also this is rape. Look at it. It's rape. And I guess because it's the Master, you can maybe be like, well, the Master's evil, so maybe you could see that.
The Master wouldn't care.
But I think the problem is that it's played for comedy.
Jokey laugh.
Yeah. And I think that's the issue. Leaves viewers in stitches.
It's just a. Not really. I didn't laugh.
I wasn't in stitches. I was just like, why the fuck did that happen?
I just don't get. What's the point? What was the point of that?
I think it's
it was
this
literally
whole,
just to be funny.
There's this whole like fan fiction theory that the Master and the Doctor are like long lost lovers, and that's probably maybe going into that. Maybe I don't know.
Didn't we like even with like the Lady Christina one? We literally talked about, well, while it is to play out as a joke, we still understand why it got to that point based off their interactions throughout Planet of the Dead.
Yeah, I reckon this is one of the worst ones, to be honest. I think this is shit.
Yeah.
I think it really
Garbo.
It kind of damages the Master as well as a character. The fact that now that the Master's a woman, she has to be sexualized and like heteronormative and stuff. Which is
first appearance as for a female Master has to kiss the Doctor.
Yeah, and it kind of goes against the whole Time Lord concept, really. It's like oh, now I'm a woman, I can kiss the Doctor. It's like, what? That's dumb.
Yeah. Has there been a Chibnall kiss yet? No, there hasn't.
At least not for the Doctor, no.
No,
I think there's been pecks from like Graham and Grace in The Woman Who Fell to Earth. I believe there was one on the train or something. I could be wrong about that. I can't remember.
Well, no, I mean, like, I think they were asking, like, to the Doctor.
No, I don't think there has been. And obviously, Jack kisses Graham. Let's not forget about that.
Yeah. Who thinks it's the Doctor?
Yeah. Do you reckon we'll get one with Yaz and the Doctor in the next 2 episodes?
More time goes on, more times I'm thinking it might actually be likely, and I'm not happy about that.
Yeah, I don't know.
And again, and it depends on the Doctor's reaction to it. Like, regardless of like the lack of arc for Yaz at all from this, because as nice as that scene from Eve was, this arc has been so.
I mean, I will say one thing. And it's probably down to the jangling keys. Even though these characters are terrible at the moment, I am actually intrigued what decision Chibnall makes in that regard. I'm interested to see what he goes with. In that, because it's a risky choice either way. Because if you don't do it, Thasman shippers are gonna hate him. But then if you do it, it's gonna be really stupid. Well, I mean, to be fair, Josh, Clara being confused at that probably is in character because we've seen scenes of her also doing the same thing to the Doctor. It's not like she's, against rape, clearly. Anyway, why is this in the top 10? 10th Doctor and Astrid Peth. There's 2 of these, right? Because there's one in the middle and then there's one at the end. I guess at the end it's not her, it's her, like...
But
beyond the grave.
But then it should be on the. It's. I would say you should include both as separate, because he included 2 separate kisses from River.
Apparently Kylie Minogue has to stand on a box for this scene because she's so short.
Oh no, yeah, she does because it's really fun. It's actually really hilarious.
And
Like the build up to it from that is quite funny.
yeah, and because the doctor's like the tenant's really tall.
And it's played as like her people do it as a like a wish for luck, you know, for luck and stuff, which is kind of it's adorable.
The second guest later in the episode is worth a mention too, even if it's a bit sappy and unnecessary.
What?
I mean, it resolves the story, doesn't it?
It allows Astrid to like fly across the stars. It's just a nice moment and like a happy ending from a tragedy in the episode.
I don't take these scenes too seriously.
And it's you know what what scene I actually fucking adore is the last scene. You know, with the old man, and then the line he has like, "I'll never forget her," and the music. Oh, it's actually like it actually warms my heart. I really like that scene.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I've got nothing against this one. I think it's fine.
I think this episode is underrated in terms of Christmas episodes. It didn't really get talked about other than it was the most viewed.
Vespa thinks this is the worst episode of Doctor Who ever.
I mean, it's not. I mean, it's just not, though.
Yeah, it's not one of my favorites. I think it's probably because it's a lot more. It's not as how do I say it? It's not as
How long has it been since you've seen it, though?
2 years.
I
remember it being all right, like decent.
I think it's good. I haven't seen it in a while, though, to be fair. But I think the really good scenes are really great. That I remember.
Sure. It's kind of it's quite action heavy.
Like all the scenes with Max are fucking hilarious.
I can tell you. Oh yeah, Max Capricorn's fucking hilarious. The scene where he dies is so funny.
This would have been a great episode to react with Jake.
I mean when
with all the Max stuff.
Yeah, when the thing that I remember the most about Voyage of the Damned is actually not the episode itself. It's the fact that to promote the episode, David Tennant went on Top Gear. That's what I remember from the time. And Jeremy Clarkson asked him if the Doctor has two penises.
Like we found out last EDAR, this was actually the first Doctor Who episode on BBC iPlayer on the day it released.
Yeah, that's right.
2007. So that actually would have actually probably helped as well with the viewership.
Oh well, I mean, Voyage of the Damned is the most viewed episode of New Who ever. It had 13 million. Probably because it was an attraction, like it's 10th Doctor's era at its peak, and with Kylie Minogue, who's a superstar, and also with the Titanic gimmick as well. It's also really long. It's like 75 minutes. Like it's really long.
A really long one.
I think it's actually it might be the longest episode of the Russell era. It's either that or it's End of Time Part 2. I can't remember which one it is. It's one of those two. Yeah. Yeah, no, I think I don't think this is above some of the ones that are below it, but it's certainly not one of the. I think it's one of the decent ones, I'd say, by comparison to a lot of the others.
12 to 10, probably.
Yeah. Oh, now this one's hilarious. This one's so funny.
This is probably the first one I fully agree with.
Yeah, I feel like top 10, but maybe not top 5, because it's not like as important or serious as some of the other ones. But this one is probably the funniest one. Either this or the Jackie one. Probably this, actually, because the build-up. Like, the fact that he gets poisoned. And he's like, I need a shock! And he's like, you're gonna get a shock! Oh, it's great. This one's so funny. I mean, I think that whole episode is just banging. It's so hilarious.
Very funny.
Yeah. I must do that more often. I mean, the detox. Bloody hell.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got no issue with this one. Yeah, I agree with this.
But I think this kind of ties into the whole, because there's a lot of things they do with Donna in series 4 that are mirroring things that he did with Rose and Martha, but they play it for comedy because the dynamic's different.
Yeah.
I love how like they establish like all the times they say, "Oh no, we're not married," and they have to do this.
Yeah, it's a good gag.
Yeah, yeah. No, I really like this one, and I like the kind of the attitude of like, God, it's just a sort of an unspoken like never again attitude towards it. Also, this is good timing because there's been build up to it, but it comes right before like the serious shit happens with like the library two-parter and Midnight and Turn Left in the finale. So yeah, yeah, good one. Okay, why is this one so high? Is it because it's the first one? I mean, it's just kind of Hollywood, isn't it? That's just the word for it.
Is it this high only because it's the first one and it's the pivotal kiss? Is that the only reason why?
Maybe. Influential, I guess you could call it. No, I feel like Russell's era would be the same even without this moment.
Yeah, because it's Russell T Davies.
Yeah. I don't think this was needed.
Yeah,
I mean,
from what I remember, I haven't watched it in like a long time, but I don't remember it being necessary at all.
it's just a kind of Hollywood film ending moment with like fireworks in the background. It's very cheesy.
Yeah.
It's alright. Big Finish fixes this bullshit. What they do with the Eighth Doctor's romance arcs in his Big Finish run is so much better than the TV movie. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have an opinion on it, to be honest.
Not really. I just think it's just like this
It's-
would be the middle of the road one.
I think this is the most
Not
bland
fucking
one.
Flesh and Stone.
This is like the blandest one on the list.
Yeah.
It's just there. It's just sort of the ending of the film. Yeah.
Well, isn't this like in the middle of the film? Like when like
Well, do they do two of them? Because there's definitely one at the end of the film.
well, there's the one where he's sort of like talking about like the ground is on his feet or
Oh,
whatever, like,
right.
shit like that.
Right,
And
okay.
he's
So
like, I am the Doctor.
oh shit! So there must be two of them then, because there's one. The one that's
There's
in the
two of them.
the one that's in the thumbnail is the end of the film when there's fireworks. So this must have
Yeah,
been like
they
a.
kiss. This isn't.
This must
Well, yeah,
have been like a.
the shot from this isn't from that scene.
This must be like a kind of a random one,
Yeah, it is a random one.
right? I mean,
Like,
I guess
'cause that shot is
okay.
not
I guess
from that
okay. So
scene.
I guess with this one, you can kind of be like he's having his post-regenerative trauma and he's a bit surprised and he's being erratic.
A bit all over the place.
Yeah, and then she's just a bit like, oh, I wasn't expecting that. And then the one at the end is the super duper cheesy Hollywood one. Anyway, I don't really give a shit about it, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah. Ah, now this one's great. I love this one. Like, not only like on the surface it's quite funny, but I feel like with more rewatches, it's actually it holds a much of a deeper meaning because it kind of rounds off that whole arc they had in the Doctor Dances with Jack, the Doctor, and Rose, right? And they also tied this back in series 3 as well when they revealed that Jack was actually in love with the Doctor, same way that Martha is. I think this is a great moment. I love the fact that they're like, yeah, we're probably gonna die, so I'll see you in hell, you know. And Jack's like departs them with this. I think, yeah, I remember when we rewatched the episode, it was a great moment. I think this placement on the list is pretty accurate too. I'd say number 4 sounds about right for this one.
Yeah, I'd say so.
There's a lot of layers to this. It's also, I mean, at the time I never even thought of it because it's just so normal to think about.
Yeah.
But like at the time when you think about it, it was kind of groundbreaking for some circles to have like a same-sex kiss on screen, especially with the Doctor. But like it was never
that one that actually makes sense.
Yeah, but that was never actually like the focus of it either. Like that, it wasn't about the fact that they were the same gender. It was about the characters, who they were, and the situation they were in. And I remember that I loved that when Jake saw this episode, he's just like, "Give him a kiss, yeah." Yeah, no, great one. Good place.
Because it comes after the rose kiss, so it's like, yeah, give them both.
Oh, that's right. This is the one from Name of the Doctor, number 3. I think I'd say of the Smith and River ones, it's probably the best one, but I don't think it should be this high.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be this high.
No.
I think
with this one, it's probably the most like actual meaningful to the characters.
I think
it's the most like genuine one.
Yeah, the fact that I don't really understand the whole thing of like her being a vision and he can see her. That's I don't really get what.
It's a bit strange.
It's a bit strange, but I do like the sort of acknowledgement of like River Song being like, you know, the Doctor never loved me back, and he sort of turns to her and confesses. Again, this probably the issues come in the fact of like I don't really understand why he fell in love with her, but it is an acknowledgement of it, especially because he's about to step into a very dangerous thing, into his own time stream, you know. Yeah, I'd say that out in the Moffat era, this is probably one of the better ones. And there's also the fact that she's a projection, so everyone else can't see her.
Yeah.
Oh, they wrote Drax instead of Strax. Now I'm imagining Batista as a Sontaran watching them do it. God. Yeah. I think there's a few issues with this in terms of their relationship and also the technicality of it, but I think it's all right. It shouldn't be above some of the others though. It shouldn't be this high.
No.
I reckon I would sit this comfortably around like 10 to 15.
Yeah, I'd probably.
Oh yes, number 2. Yeah, so I feel like this is probably around about where I put this one. Top 2. This is 13 episodes of build up, and also the whole circumstance of it is really interesting. The fact that it's actually the Bad Wolf entity, and like the whole reason why he does it, and the fact that it's a self-sacrifice as well. It's a really powerful moment. Especially, and I think my favorite thing about the scene is the music, like the way they play the Doctor's theme, and that is probably my favorite. And the whole, like any time that Murray Gold uses the Doctor's theme, I think this is the best variation of it. And it's a really, like, you know, we were talking before about how they capped off the TV movie with a kiss, like, and it was kind of cheesy and stupid. Whereas I think this is the opposite. I think this is probably the opposite in the sense that it's like really well done, because there's still a level of ambiguity to it, because it's not really Rose, but it kind of is. It's more so, I think I've explained before, like when the Bad Wolf entity takes her body, it's almost like she becomes the partner that the Doctor needs and wants, that Rose could never be for him. You know what I mean? In the same way that like the Meta Crisis and Journey's End is the human partner that's compatible with Rose, right? So yeah, I reckon this deserves to be at the top. I was worried where they put it, but they've placed it about where I would too, I reckon.
Yeah.
So what's the number 1? Oh, it's technically not our Doctor, is it?
No.
So again,
not.
this is the reverse of the Parting of the Ways one. I wouldn't put this at number 1.
I wouldn't either.
I think there's better ones
Yeah,
than this one.
I honestly would put. I would put John Smith,
Yeah,
Joan Redhern at number 1,
yeah, I would too.
and then number 2 is Martha.
Yeah, I think John Smith, Joan Redfern, the Martha one, and the Parting of the Ways one, the top 3.
Yeah, this is like
5 to 10.
yeah, I'm fine with it. Yeah,
I think, like, yeah, I feel like there's I praise this scene because it's very complex. Like there's a lot going on, because it's very bittersweet and caps off the Doctor and Rose's arcs, and kind of draws a line under it. But I wouldn't put it at number 1 because I think there are other scenes that are just better. Yeah.
yeah.
Not a terrible choice for number 1, but I just think it's, yeah, I wouldn't put it at the top. Yeah, anyway. They got some things right and they got some things wrong, but a lot of it was just mess, this list.
It was just, it's just why, I guess.
Yeah.
A lot of ones at the bottoms are just straight up like, oh, they're not memorable, instead of, oh, this made no sense.
Yeah,
and
my
didn't really actually work at all.
biggest beef was the way that they like praised comedy over actual storytelling.
Meaningfulness.
Yes, it's high because McGann's hot. I agree with that.
It's high because it's funny. Yeah, that was a bit cringe.
Yeah, the Doctor's theme in Forest of the Dead is also great too, but for me, there's nothing that beats that Parting of the Ways scene. That is just perfect. It's Murray Gold's like perfect moment in the RTD era. It's only, I think, the only moment that tops it in terms of his music in his whole run is probably Heaven Sent. But in terms of RTD era, I think that finale, that score for that finale is just absolutely spot on. And that climactic moment with the Doctor's theme just wraps that whole series in a bow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just something, again, it just feels like a lot of people miss the story beats that actually matter, especially in the RTD era.
Yeah.
Hell, even the Lady one, Lady Christina one, it's just like, sure, it's not as good as the other ones. Like, I'm fine with that, but that we can actually draw out reasons for why that happened. We can actually draw out the interactions between those two characters that led to sort of the like attraction from her to 10 and why she did that, because what he did was pretty impressive, and they've been like, they actually have chemistry, I would say. So yeah, it's like stuff like that. Why wasn't that third from bottom, or was that
Which
something
one?
else was third from bottom that should have been just those kind of like ones that they put at the bottom of the list.
Yeah, they were weird.
Very weird.
Yeah.
Oh, third from bottom was the Doctor's wife one.
Yeah, that's just weird. I don't know why that's third from the bottom. That should be in the. That should be like
just weird.
It should be like near the middle.
Middle to upper layer, I'd say.
Yeah. I'd say, yeah, John Smith and Joan Redfern's the best one, and the worst one is either Flesh and Stone or Crimson Horror.
Yeah.
I could see an argument for Dark Water as well, but I don't know.
Probably Crimson Horror, because it's the Doctor. It's the Doctor who's like got this hundreds of years of knowledge and like just straight up just starts kissing a lesbian, like with no consent. I think that probably is the worst one.
Whose like wife is nearby. That is just so weird.
And he does it. It seems like he does it as a joke.
And also the fact that Jenny is like, well, I can't even remember what her reaction is to it. She's probably just like, oh,
Well, she slaps him.
oh yeah, that's right. She does slap him. And Matt Smith does that really cringy thing where he goes, rah, like with his jaw. It's almost like they wanted to play it as like a Jack Sparrow moment, where he's like, oh, I deserve that one. Except with Jack Sparrow, it actually works because it's part of his character.
Yeah.
I mean, you could go on all day about Murray Gold peaks, like Human Nature and Good This Is Gallifrey, and there's many, many, many other examples, like Four Knocks in The End of Time and Valet de Chem. And there's a lot. There's a lot of great Murray Gold moments. Doomsday, great example. And the end of Girl in the Fireplace. There's heaps of them. I could go on for hours and hours. Go watch me and Adam's video we did on it a couple of years ago. But I think that the parting of the ways is just there's something really special about that score because it's not only got that whole storytelling element to it, but I think also the fact that what makes it even more impressive is that it was all done sampled and like MIDI. You know, it's done in a very small studio, like on his computer, and it's somehow, despite that, manages to have the same level of bombast and grand feeling that his other scores did when they actually had an orchestra. But it's just so character driven, and I personally also love the tech noises they use for that whole story as well. The fact that they turn sampled game show music into this like distorted sounding, Dalek horror, tech horror. It's very, 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 very genius the way he did that. Yeah. God, imagine if Johnny Depp played the Doctor. That would be weird.
That would be really strange.
Actually, I think he'd probably be a better fit for the Master than the Doctor.
Yeah. Perhaps.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that was cringe, wasn't it? That was super cringe.
Mega cringe-o.
Yeah. I'm just thinking what we should do next. John Cena for the 14th Doctor.
To be fair, he's a good actor, but no. No.
Don't know about that one. I feel like John Cena is kind of the polar opposite of what you want for that role.
He'd be, you know what character he would be good at though? Sandman. It's got a great look for it. For classic Sandman.
What Doctor Who role could he play?
Well, probably a one-off villain.
I feel like he would suit the vibe of Sarah Jane Adventures, actually.
Probably. I would definitely have him be a comedy role because I think he
absolutely,
does really good
absolutely, because he's a goofball.
Yeah,
in real life, he's a goofball.
In real life, and he's a great comedy actor in like the Suicide Squad.
Have you seen Blockers yet, Callum?
No, I haven't.
Oh, I think we need to watch Blockers together because it's such a meme. It's just so.
It seems. I remember when, like, as it was coming. I don't remember when it came out, but when it was coming out, I remember seeing clips of him to be like, "That's kind of funny."
It's really silly. It's really, really silly. I'll say that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, hang on. Gotta sort out my thing. Yeah, I reckon I remember when I saw it, it was kind of I don't know if enlightening is the right word, but it was kind of a moment for me when I
Unit commander. That's not a bad shout, to be fair.
Oh yeah, you got a point there, especially if like
That you know what? That actually is not a bad shout.
Yeah, that's a good point actually. Brigadier John Cena.
Have a bit of a comedy unit commander. That actually probably might be pretty fun.
Yeah, that's a good point actually. Yeah, if he's not a unit commander, then he'd have to be some kind of alien that's got lots of like paint on him or something. Like some kind of, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Also, our icons have disappeared from the stream.
Oh yeah, sorry. Hang on, I gotta fix this because I'm setting up my Warzone screen, but I gotta get it all right. Where is it?
While you do that, I'm gonna get a drink.
Alrighty. Way to go, master. A drink. Because of what we want. Where the fuck? Because of what we want. Why it's working? Get on my screen. Fuck, yeah, I actually have.
I've only seen Cena in the Fred movies. Do yourself a favor and watch Suicide Squad and Peacemaker. Highly recommend.
What the fuck is going on with this piece of shit? Hang on, let me. Oh my god. I'm trying to figure out this bloody thing. Oh my god, I'm such an old man with OBS sometimes.
You are. Yeah, old man when it comes to live streaming.
You know, when you said that, it reminded me of that Series 7 rant you did. You're like, you're just blind. You are.
God, that was over 3 years ago now.
You think Series 7 is of good quality? You're just blind. You are.
That's what I'd probably say now about the chip era. Remember we thought nothing could get worse than Series 7.
Yeah.
And Chipple thought, hey, hold my beer.
Oh my god, is this literal box like infinite size? Is it infinite size? It's just not getting smaller. I'm trying to minimize it, it's not getting smaller. What the fuck is going on? Why is it like this?
Connor, you're just really bad at live streaming.
I just want to... Not fair. Fuck's sake. Okay, I'm going to have to create a new one. We go filters. Copy this.
Pylord, that's shocking because I've seen nothing but praise for Peacemaker on my Twitter. And normally it's like the opposite when it comes to like new stuff, especially new comic book stuff.
Outside of bloody EFAT, right?
Yeah. Outside of that, I've seen a lot of good praise for it. And even just from normies, so normies seem to love it as well. And it's good. It's fucking great. Like John Cena's character is so well like defined.
Yeah, well, that's.
It reminded me of a lot of an arc from Blind Manor.
That's James Gunn for you.
Yeah, you know he understands characters. You know he has the right people. Yeah, there were 3 Fred movies. Only one of them though was in cinema.
I wouldn't be surprised if Joey says he doesn't like Peacemaker and despite liking the Snyder Cut.
Well, Schneider fans are very hell bent on dissing anything that's not made by Zack Schneider or
Yeah,
in the realm of like the vision, quote unquote.
I know
Even
that.
though he's a terrible filmmaker.
I know that. I know Joey's a big fan of Man of Steel. He thinks it's a masterpiece.
It's not. It's trash. Like, goddamn. Not only is Superman super uninteresting, the entire third act is fucking nonsense. Like, dude, it's on the scale worse than, like, unironically 9/11. Unironically.
Jesus.
Like, you look at images from it, it's, like, insane. Actually,
just-
let me get an image, and I'll show you.
Hang on. Can you please entertain the audience? Because I'm just going to grab a cable.
Okay. Oh, God. I wasn't getting cancelled for. Yeah, during when Infinity War came out, he was like stupidly cancelled for like edgy jokes he made on Twitter like years ago. It was That would be a bad take because Suicide Squad is probably the only good thing to come out from the DCEU. Yeah. The DCU is awful. Every film is awful apart from even then, the Suicide Squad I'd say is a 5 out of 10, but it's an entertaining 5 out of 10 with really good characters. The plot is just nonsense. Being too silly. I mean, it's silly, but however, when it needs to take itself seriously, it does. Man of Steel is awful. Yes, it is.
I think often Joey tends to like stuff because of the way it looks. Like that tends to be things that he cares about the most.
Not even that good acting in Man of Steel, not gonna lie.
Well, to be fair,
Like Zod's acting is kind of comedic.
yeah.
I don't know if you've seen the EFAT movie for it, but it's funny.
You have to take into consideration that Joey is a stage actor, so he has his own like point.
Like, look at this. Look at the image I just put in the Discord.
I'll have a look now. I don't even see it.
Yeah, that one's a bit blurry actually.
What am I looking for?
I'm trying to find. Just look at the bits. Here's another one. Like all the buildings are like completely wrecked, and it looks like a wasteland.
I think I missed context. Like why?
Destruction of the fight between Superman and Zod.
Yeah.
And it's just like throughout the entire film of the fight, many times Superman just decides not to get Zod out of the city, and they just laser the entire thing. They crash into buildings. Superman at one point destroys a flying ship and just lets it crash.
Oh.
It's better if you watch clips of it to understand. Also, Superman like kills like baby pods of like unborn children, which is kind of fucked. But like that's like the scale. Also, I think they in fucking Batman vs Superman, I think they said like they managed to fix up the city within like a couple months or something, at least under a year or something, which is insane. Man of Steel just looks like one big special effect. I mean, the writing is trash. Like, what of the dialogue is terrible. Like, one line is of like Superman to Zod is like, "You're a monster, Zod." Oh, and what was the line? I'm trying to remember. And I'm going to stop you. It's just like, wow, what great dialogue.
Yeah, it was kind of like a Dragon Ball Z fight, but like not fun. I swear I made a video tweet of like the clips that of Superman causing damage unnecessarily. It's just insane the amount of times he like throws these like aliens into buildings that explode on impact. At one point, I feel like he throws one of them through like a 7-Eleven into like a petrol station, and it just explodes on impact, probably killing like a bunch of people. And they never fucking in the film ever acknowledge it. I would recommend the EFAT movies on Man of Steel because it's quite funny. Just on the level ridiculousness that Zack Snyder thinks a Superman movie should be.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, it's just very depressing but funny to watch. But then it gets depressing again because of how bad it is.
Don't think I'll be watching that.
Up until the Suicide Squad, like I would like say that's completely fair. There's no reason to watch it.
Like, just even based on the trailers, I'm just like, I don't give a shit about this. I mean, to be fair, I have seen Wonder Woman, but that's because I saw it with someone when they wanted to see it.
Oh, Wonder Woman is like garbage. When people say it's like one of the best comic book movie films, they're wrong.
You know what's interesting is I remember I watched it around the same time I watched the first Fantastic Beast film, and there's scenes in both films that are very like have a similar tone and vibe, like in terms of the setting. Right, so there's scenes from both those films I get mixed up. I can't remember which one's in which film. Wasn't a fan of either though.
I'm looking at these images and like this it's just like the city should be like a wasteland. Like there's multiple buildings completely like destroyed. It's like you couldn't have like got Zod out of the city at any point. Like, goddamn, Superman, you're terrible. But I guess Krypton had its chance.
As expected, my Warzone has to do a 23 gigabyte update.
Haha.
As always.
Evolution always. I remember that line. Oh my god. Oh, that was so fucking cringe.
Orgy says they remember liking Shazam.
Shazam's not good.
I remember Adam liked Shazam.
I mean, I can get why people think it's fun.
I mean, Adam thinks
as a film,
Adam thinks Deadpool 1 is overrated and thinks Shazam is good. So there you go.
I remember Deadpool 1 being at least good.
I remember it being very fun.
I haven't watched it since we reviewed it, so I don't know how well it holds up, but it's better than Shazam. It's better than a lot of DCEU films.
Yeah, well, I remember Adam thinks The Last Jedi is better than Return of the Jedi, so there you go.
Yeah, I do remember that, and that's really cringe.
Yeah.
Like, Return of the Jedi has its goddamn issues, don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
but
of course.
Man, it's more fun
that scene and
way more substance.
That scene on the near the Sarlacc pit where like Luke tries to kick someone and he completely misses them.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
And we're watching someone who adores Man is still saying Superman looks measures to avoid the destruction, and then everything that happens is everything that happens is the Krypton's faults.
Apparently, I've heard like rumblings that in the new Lego game they're gonna fix problems from episode 9.
That'd be funny. Also, I just loaded up a game, and fuck me, that it was fucking loud as I was talking, and it fucking threw me off.
I wouldn't be surprised if the sequel trilogy is actually better in terms of storytelling in the Lego game than it is in the actual films.
Well, you can turn on like mumble mode apparently, so you can actually get rid of dialogue, so
Yeah,
that
that's
actually
true.
might improve it.
Yeah.
It made the prequels like very enjoyable during those games.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, interestingly, the prequels, yeah, that there's some like really good levels that are from scenes in the film that aren't the best. Like the droid factory in the game is excellent. I think it's that kind of scene works better as a game than it does in the film in terms of concept. And the Camino level is excellent too. Like the Django fight at the end is fantastic for a Lego game. I've always thought the best level in the game though is the last one in Revenge of the Sith. You know, the Darth Vader one. That one's so fun, especially because if you're playing co-op, you get to fight each other at the end. The most age level is probably the Bounty Hunter Pursuit one though, where they, where you're in the flying cars. Hate that one so much. $18 out of 23 gigs done.
Well, your internet's faster than mine. Goddamn.
Yeah, it's fiber.
Yeah,
It's fiber.
Goddamn fiber.
It's fiber, and I also have an Ethernet cable as well.
Yeah.
I think our whole house has a maximum of like, what is it, 900 megabytes a second. Which is pretty fast. Four. When is Legend of the Sea Devils? Is it like April or May or something?
We haven't got a release date for it yet.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be around like April, Mayish. Do you reckon there's a chance it might be alright?
No.
No.
It's written by Chris Gibnall coming off Flux.
I mean,
and Eve of the Daleks. So.
I mean, there's rumors that it's co-written, but we don't know that for sure.
Well, even the co-written episodes aren't. Most of them are average, with like one being good.
What was I gonna say?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, so people are probably gonna still love it because of the costume design.
Probably that seems like it's. I guess not jangling keys. Well, it's the Sea Devil, so it is a little bit, but yeah. I feel like that would be enough for like a lot of casuals and like classic Who fans who aren't like bothered about, I guess, this kind of stuff that we normally talk about. I can see that being a big like papering over the cracks.
It is a great design, but
It is a really good design.
Yeah.
Ow.
yeah, I don't think it's. I feel like people will like it for like really surface level reasons.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are gonna like it.
Yeah. It's gonna be one of those like War of the Sontarans ones, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it will be. I mean, even with War of the Sontarans, me, Jeb, and Mark and Till and all and Zod on that, we all thought it was good when we first watched it, and then Jeb sort of explored it more, and more issues than we thought.
I remember the first time I watched it, I wasn't really that interested in it, but the only thing that really like there was a couple of moments that where I had things to say about it, like I always hated the stupid plot armor scenes, even from the first time I watched it.
So did we from the very start.
And there was one moment that the first time I watched it, I thought it was really good, but then I realized that it's kind of impossible. Like it shouldn't have happened. It was the scene where she tricks the Sontaran about her gender, because the Sontaran doesn't know that the Doctor's a woman. I thought that was like in concept is like a really unique way to characterize Jodie, but then with further investigation, we kind of figured out that that scene doesn't fit properly. So,
Yeah,
which is a shame.
and also all that the nutrient thing that doesn't work either.
Yeah,
because of that scene too.
It's also like now that I've rewatched the Sontaran stratagem, I'm like, okay, that's what it was missing.
I just don't have any faith in Chibnall actually producing any
his thing,
real
Game Prime, he was confused at first because he didn't understand why. And I think the way you explained it to him was not convincing enough, and it was until he went and rewatched it, if you know what I mean.
And when you say something's bad, normally you got to bring up good criticisms of it.
Yeah, because like, you can have bad takes on something that is bad.
Oh yeah, like variety. Goddamn, his take element to most of them at least would fucking. The problem was from Mary Jane.
Sorry, I think we're having a few connectivity issues. Can you say that again?
Oh yeah, we have a little bit on red, but as I was saying,
I'm on green.
Cosmo Variety Hour. You're on green.
Yeah, for Singapore.
Am I roboty?
You were a little bit.
How am I now?
Better.
Okay. As I was saying, when it came to like Cosmonaut over Spider-Man 2, most of his criticisms were pretty shy, apart from like some of the stuff he said about Mary Jane, but he didn't say. From what I remember, he didn't say a lot.
I think in terms of Doctor Who, one of the prime examples is like Journey's End. A lot of people criticize things about Journey's End that aren't actually bad about it.
They don't question like Rose coming up from behind the Dalek out of nowhere.
They say things like, "Oh, it's overblown and there's too many characters that don't do anything." It's like, what?
That is really broad as well.
and they say that it's solved by magic. It's like, no, the actual like the reason why Donna is able to resolve the plot, the problem isn't actually to do with the meta-crisis. The problem is to do with the fact that the controls were so accessible to her. That's the issue. Then like people having issues with the Rose scene at the end. Be like, she was a bad person that didn't deserve this much good life. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
It's like it's a bittersweet ending. They're like, no, it's not. She got what she wanted. It's like, oh, God, I understand.
Piss off, Bane.
I remember recently hearing Jay say they think Blink has a fucky plot.
Oh shit! Ah, fuck's sake.
Did you hear what I said?
No, I was focusing on trying to defeat Bane. What were you saying?
I recently heard Jay say they think that Blink has a fucky plot.
How?
They didn't say why. They also said they think the God Complex has 45-minute syndrome.
Not really.
They did the typical like Dylan thing where they're like, oh, the ideas could have been explored more.
What ideas
Like
that weren't fully explored?
like,
I think it's
apparently-
perfectly paced and perfectly like built up.
I think they were just saying something like, oh, they could have done more with the rooms or something.
I guess I think they probably could have done some stuff with Rory,
Yeah, they could have, That's a good point.
but I don't think it's massively. Well, they could have, but
It's
that's
kind
not
of
a massive issue.
it's kind of it reminds me of the arguments about like Lord of the Rings theatrical versus Lord of the Rings extended, right? It's like it's not that you have to have the extended, but you just can if you want to see it.
Yeah. Well, I would with it extended. Apparently, it's like that is the better version by quite not by a distance, but like there's a lot of added stuff that is meaningful. I remember when I watched the first one with Marcus and the lot about a year ago, and we all agreed that like no scene was like a waste of time. Like it was all meaningful.
Yeah, I think the extended edition is kind of the director's intention, whereas the theatrical is what the studio wants.
Absolutely. And the cinema, yeah.
Yeah. Because they're like, we can't afford to have it be that long.
I'm playing Asylum. And I've lost this fight many times. I will crush you.
Yay. Time to play some Warzone, ladies and
gentlemen. Cringe, Call of Duty.
It's a lot of fun, Callum. Hey, at least...
For fuck's sake, random...
At least
God damn, the fuck just punched me.
Hey, Callum, at least it's not Fortnite.
I find that whole genre pretty cringe.
What, the Battle Royale
genre? It wastes like a... Well, yeah, a lot of ones are like... Apex Legends is alright, from what I played.
So... Because I remember I did a couple of those streams the last year or the year before. Yeah, I think it was the year before. Because it was before
you did.
Yeah. I find it's with a specific group of friends I have, it's a lot of fun. Play as like a party game. The only issue is that it takes up so much bloody disk space.
Yeah. Oh, just dodged that.
But it is free though, and that is something. I like things I like things that are free.
But then it's also pay to win with most stuff like skins and shit.
Oh, I mean skins are like that's kind of cosmetic though. I don't really give a shit if people want to do that because it doesn't change the game really.
Whilst I'm saying that it costs so much, it doesn't change the game.
Well, I mean, if people want to have skins, they can have
Why?
them.
Why?
Up to them.
My argument would be like, why does it cost so much?
I don't give a shit.
I'm
never gonna ever spend. I'm never gonna spend money on skins.
I'm not talking about from like your perspective. I'm talking about just the broad idea of them. Like why? Like when they put shit that's in either like epic or legendary, what's the actual difference?
Oh, there isn't. It's a false. It's just
exactly.
It's a pretend difference. It's like digital currency.
I think Fringy explained the point well, not on a EFAP catch up a couple months back, and I agree. It's just I really hate that sort of side of the industry. Well, Prime, I'm playing on like hard difficulty, so yeah, bloody hate them. Oh, for fuck's sake! Oh, for fuck's sake! Fucking fugs. Come on. There we go. Fuck's sake. Took me long enough. I feel like that fight that's the longest it's ever taken me, that fight, to win. I haven't got the music on because I had it quite low so I could hear you. So it's just funny hearing Bane get crushed by shit and rocks with no music. Oh, did you see that The Rock fucking did the opening for the Super Bowl? I'm sad he didn't do the "If you smell." I've been watching. Well, I mean, like I said to you, like in DMs, I've been watching 1999. Dude, just fucking charismatic as shit. Well, he was a cool baby face. It's not with like he was still the same character, which I appreciate. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hmm. Not really. Nah. I've literally got all my scenes up for like live streaming. I never have any issues. I don't get why you have to. I don't know what you set up. If I'd probably understand it more if I saw what you were actually doing. Because I never have issue with OBS in terms of setting up layouts and stuff. I never have that issue. That's weird. That's really strange. Like, I have all the EDAR mini stuff saved on my OBS, and I never even use it. No. No. You might be.
Voice meter. Properties. Yep. Yes, nano. Great. Filters. Okay. Sorted.
So they haven't heard you for the last 3 minutes.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, Connor doesn't know how to use OBS.
It's not that I don't know how to use OBS, it's that it's tedious because it just if I
Not for me.
reduce it, it doesn't revert back to the same setting. I have to drag it out again.
That seems not right at all, because mine's always there every time.
Fix it.
I don't. Yeah, something's wrong with your OBS.
Maybe it's...
Did you think that was normal?
No, I don't think it's normal. I just don't know how to fix it.
Have you not tried to fix it?
I do.
Have you not searched up how to do it?
No, because
Why haven't you?
It's because it's fixable. It's fixable within minutes.
But surely it's annoying, right?
Well, it is annoying, but I don't know how to fix it.
And
And
why
I don't,
wouldn't you want it fixed?
I don't give enough of a shit to go out of my way to look for it. Because it's not... let me put it this way. There's object permanence involved where I don't actually remember it's a problem until it's a problem. So once it's out of sight, it's out of mind.
If Marcus was here, he'd probably say the exact same thing, how we both have no issues with OBS. And your situation seems like a weird glitch with your
I don't
version.
know what the issue is then.
I don't either. I don't know why he doesn't recognize where your stuff is, because it always does for mine. Like, I never get any issue other than when I delete something.
Game again since I played it last night.
So wait, every time you open it, do you have to open up the EDAR layout every time?
It's the overlay, like the stuff like the chat and the icons and the watch together and stuff.
That's like strange, because
it's like the
Discord
source
is always there for me.
Like the sources are there, but they're not connected to anything.
I'm gonna open up my one right now, and I bet mine's are there. Like, as soon as I load it up. Yeah, well, I go to... That is strange. Like, my YouTube chat is there. Like, I've got the link and everything. It's there. I can see it.
Well, okay. So the thing is that what I said is that.
Then again, I used the browser version. You just use a screen capture.
Yeah, because I We tried the browser one and it didn't work for me.
I mean, all you need is the URL for the pop out, and that's it.
Yeah, but
It's the same one for
the pop out
every
is the wrong size though. It doesn't fit.
You can change the size.
I've tried changing the size. It doesn't work.
My one is 400, 1000.
I think we tried it before and it didn't work. That's the answer. Also, the chat might be frozen on thing because I've got something on my main monitor.
All right then. But yeah, like my one's here, and I have it at 1000, 400, 1000, and then just crop the bottom, so it just fits. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird.
I don't know what to do about it. We've tried so many different things and nothing changes.
Strange.
I'll have to go on my phone.
Strange.
I'll have to go on my phone to look at the chat. Oh yeah, there's no one there. That's all good. I was wondering like, where is it? is it frozen? But it's not. There's just no one there. My main issue with Battle Royale is that I'm not fantastic at online shooters, so I die early and then have to go through a whole process to get a new match. I'm not good at shooting either, but there's other ways to progress in those. Like,
yeah, that seems like a you problem.
Yeah, so
get good.
Yeah, so what I do is I do the recons and I use vehicles, and then I basically narrow down the circles to being really small, and then I find either a loadout or I steal really good weapons, and then I camp somewhere, and then I end up in like the top 10 usually, or 20, depending on if I'm with a team. It's usually better. Yeah, but the actual like shooting part of it is, especially given that I'm with a keyboard and mouse, I'm pretty terrible at it. I used to be better at it when I was on console, because I had better control of where I was shooting.
I have the opposite. I'm better at PC. Because I find using the mouse, you get more freedom.
I mean, maybe my sensitivity is just on the wrong setting.
Probably. Because I think like when you're using a thumbstick, it's very limiting of like how far you go and when you stop. It's a lot harder.
Maybe it's just my sleight of hand's better with a thumbstick than it is with a mouse.
Possibly, or maybe you're just like you were that used to it. Probably.
It could just be sensitivity.
Yeah, because I just find using a mouse is just infinitely better for shooters, especially first-person shooters. I think it's just a better choice.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm so terrible at aiming, because I always aim like at the person and it never hits them.
I think it's a bit more complicated than that.
I'm good at shooting when it's AI.
Well, they're probably just not moving as much then.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. It's the unpredictable movement. But I don't know. There's only one way to get better, and that's practice, I guess. And the issue is that when I played the campaigns, I'd have auto aim on. That's why I didn't get used to it. Yeah, because I was so terrible at shooting and I just wanted to progress with the story, I just have auto aim on. loud noise you're making?
Me?
I heard something.
Don't know what it would be.
Sounds like inside a freezer or something.
My fridge isn't even on.
Why is the practice on for so long? This is ridiculous.
You need it, apparently.
Nice.
Practice is over. The real fight begins now.
Bum, 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 bum. Da, 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 da.
Oh god, that's a terrible circle. Where should I go? I usually like getting a heli and a recon. Yeah, I'm gonna go there. Is that you making that noise? Or is it someone in my game?
I think it's someone in your game.
Might be.
Because my Discord isn't lighting up.
Must be.
Also, goddamn, is that laggy?
Is it laggy?
Oh yeah, on stream it's like, at one point it was just frozen.
Ring up. Wait.
Sometimes it's fine, other times it freezes.
Okay, okay, that's definitely someone else then. I might have to try and mute it.
Yeah, just
Wait,
move
aren't you scared the fuck
I
out of
don't
me
know,
coming
I
in
don't
front of
know
me like that?
controls in terms of like toggle muting, but just mute the whole lobby.
Audio. I do that. Disable?
No clue.
Yeah, disable voice chat, there we go. That should do it, right? Okay. Now I've got a heli. My favourite weapon. Oh, my weapon? Vehicle. What am I talking about?
Get to the marked location and defend it. Your teammate was sent to the Gulag. They'll fight for a chance to redeploy.
What? We have Gulag? I thought they got rid of Gulag. I guess it's back. Interesting. Maybe they brought it back because so many people complained. I swear when I used to play this on stream, it didn't lag this much. I don't know why. I don't know why that is.
I remember that clip you used for the top 10 thing, it had a bit of lag.
I don't understand. I mean, again, it's just another thing where I don't know what to do about it.
Yeah, because you're an old man.
Teammate has been cleared for redeployment.
I mean, I literally have a gaming PC, so why would it lag?
Well, it depends on
You're losing ground.
the compartments of the PC.
It used to be at a VR store.
Oh. I guess. Oh. Used to be in a VR store. That must mean it's good.
Well, VR's quite high graphically, isn't it?
Sure, but mine can handle VR, and it's only... yeah, mine is like 8 gigs of RAM.
Okay, let me put it this way. It's VR to the point where you go into a store to play VR and people pay money to play it, right? So you'd expect it to have some kind of standard to it, right?
Sure,
That'd be my guess.
To redeploy.
but you could probably find out how powerful your PC is.
Well secured.
I probably could, but I'm not. I'm in the middle of a game.
Yes, because I'm asking you to do it right now.
I mean, it's a Lenovo, right? That's pretty good, isn't it?
How cringy was the cringe? Oh, it was really cringe. And
Okay,
there's also a lot of stuff they got flat wrong.
Okay, so the chat on screen is frozen. What have I missed?
Maddox is in chat.
Oh, hello, Maddox. How's the gaze?
Your teammate has failed. They're sent back to base.
Yes, we need an update on those gays.
Yeah, I know. They're troubling times in our society.
Still into the same sex? Awesome. That's pretty based.
Yeah, I never expected that though.
It's a bit of a plot twist, to be honest.
Yeah, a little bit.
Get to the marked location and defend it. I'm ready to pilot that.
You know, I didn't know they were going to do that for this season, but hey ho.
Survive.
Writer's vision, eh?
Redeploy.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like Chibnall.
I think Chibnall has that level of talent to write gays.
Yeah.
Guess we shall see.
Oh, another secure.
Your teammate has failed. They're sent
Yeah,
back to
Connor's
base.
playing cringy Warzone.
Victory rests on your
Yeah, what is it with all my teammates dying? Maybe I should get that most wanted and get them all back, eh? And just
Could be
fly-
saying the most random words, and I would just say, yeah, that's part of Warzone, I guess.
So basically, a most wanted is everyone on the map can see where you are, but if you last a certain amount of minutes, you get your entire team back.
complete. Recon intel secured.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna take it
You've designated yourself as
and
most
fly in my helicopter.
Stay
Yeah,
across the-
get in! Buckle up, Teddy.
Sniper. Sniper.
Should I go? I mean, I'm basically in the circle. I just gotta last 2 minutes 40 seconds, I guess. Just open the chat on my phone so I can see what it is. Oh shit, Daniel commented. He wants to play.
Keep your senses sharp. An enemy
Oh shit, I'm being tracked as well. I'm gonna make a lot of money if I survive this.
Well, I hope your trip to the cinema was pleasant. I'm
that's
also
nice.
going to the cinema on Thursday.
What did you see at the cinema? Hopefully it wasn't Spooderman.
It was probably Uncharted. If I was to hazard a guess. Because that's what I'm seeing on Thursday.
Right, because what you're seeing is what the gays are seeing, eh?
I mean, it's literally probably the only film right now that people are going to see because it just came out this week.
Maybe he'll give us an answer. We'll find out. Come on.
It's either that,
gas is
it's either that. I don't even know what else is on other than probably films that came out during Christmas.
Come
like-
on.
No Way Home.
90 seconds. Oh shit, shit, shit! Fly! No! Come on! Fly away! Fly away! Come on! Go! I gotta last one more minute! Please! Oh, they've marked a car. They're really depending on me. Oh, it's been taken.
They did watch Spooderman. How cringe. Maybe it's trash. But I hope you had a good time.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, the gays might like it.
What do
'cause
you
it
mean
has-
Joey thought of that? Considering he's also a Tazer fan.
So I know the only reason he watched it is for Garfield. But I know he
Well,
hates.
to
he-
be
he
fair,
ha-
to be fair, I watched it for Toby, so
he hates the shit out of Tom Holland though. So that's probably he probably hated that part of it.
well, I think some stuff with Tom was good, but not all of it. I don't necessarily disagree with Joey in that front.
Joey's very pro Garfield, anti Tom.
yourself. Impressive.
Depending on what he would say against Tom, though. To be
Right,
fair.
my whole team's back. I'm a hero. I'm literally a hero.
And to be
They
fair, I watched Spooderman the week he came out, so, and I actually enjoyed it, despite how terrible it was.
I'm just sick of films that focus too much on the meta.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I hate it. Hate it so much.
Though I'll be fair to the trailer for Doctor Strange that came out, because obviously that's directed by Sam Raimi. That looks like a great film to watch, rather than obviously critique. Because I don't know if you've seen any like shots from it, but man, you can tell it's directed by a proper director.
On the same, like, within a day of each other, I watched both the Spider-Man film, but also watched the, bloody... What? Am I going to take that cash or no? Someone else going to take it. You take it. You mean to take it? Am I taking it? Me?
I'm not in the game, I can't take it.
I'm not talking to you! I'm taking it.
Yeah, you are.
Can't hear what they're saying. What do they want?
The bet is back.
What do they fucking want? Hang on, let me, I'll just give it to them.
Ask him.
No. Take the money. You do it. I don't know what you want.
Oh shit! Oh, I died.
Oh, they want to
Right.
load out. That's what it was. Gotcha.
I feel like when I'm actually talking and playing a game, I'm terrible. I don't focus as much.
I'm just terrible at the game, so I actually talk well. That's my answer.
Yeah, Pylor, that is proper normie behaviour, but as long as you had a good time, it's fine by me.
Yeah, speaking of normie behavior, I'm playing fucking Call of Duty. How about that?
Yeah, the most normie you could probably be right now.
Honestly, though, I do
So
feel like
cringe.
I do feel like a bit of a hero, given that I saved all their lives.
You know what that is? That's selfish. You're not a true hero.
I was about to quote a Game of Thrones episode you haven't seen, and I stopped myself. No need for spoilers, eh? Oh shit! Someone's trying
God
to shoot.
damn it. Fuck, I died again. God damn, I'm shit this game.
Shit, they're over
And
there.
Joker keeps fucking glowing in my face.
Oh shit! Ah, bastard! Absolute bastard! I need to see how that happened. Yeah, okay. I kind of deserved that one. I wasn't careful enough. Oh, I'm in Gulag now. There's a new Gulag, apparently. Let's find out.
I only
what
see
happened.
one of each MCU film. That's not unstrange, but only once for all of them.
For most of them, I've only seen them once.
Yeah. Avengers 2012 and both Guardians films. Those are my...
I can't remember if I've...
go-tos.
I don't know if I've seen any of them more than twice.
This is the Gulag. Survive this, and you
Well, I know you love 4.
Yeah, but I've only seen it twice.
wait for now.
And the only... And to be fair, the first time I watched it, I wasn't sure.
I think... How many do I actually still like? It's like maybe 5, maybe? Even if 1 or 2 are not
Okay, let me
good.
think, right? I've seen Iron Man 1 once. I've seen The Incredible Hulk once. I've seen Iron Man 2 twice. I guess technically, because I saw half of it when I was young. I've seen
1.5 then.
Thor twice. I've seen the first Avenger twice. I've seen Avengers twice? Yeah, I think.
I've seen Avengers 2012 like 4 or 5 times.
I think I've seen it twice. And then Iron Man 3
Fucking great
once. Dark World once. Guardians once, I think. Winter Soldier once. Age of Ultron once. Ant-Man once. Civil War once. Doctor Strange once. Guardians 2 twice. Because I had to. Oh, I guess maybe it's 1.5. Ah, bastard. Oh, well, I'm dead.
Sending you back to base. It's not over yet.
God, what was after that? Spider-Man Homecoming. Twice, I think.
That's a strange one.
Thor Ragnarok once. Black Panther once. Infinity War twice. I think. Oh, have I seen Endgame 3 times? I can't remember. I've seen it twice. Ant-Man and the Wasp once, Captain Marvel once, Far From Home once, No Way Home once. Yeah, the rest of them are 0. If there's any that I may have seen more than twice, it's probably Endgame, but I can't remember. I think it was only twice.
I think I've seen Endgame like 3 times.
Yeah. I know I watched it twice in theaters.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the MCU, to be honest.
No, me either. Right now,
Not even
especially
when
after.
not even when I first watched it, to be honest. I was a bit like obviously there were parts I really liked, but a lot of the solo films I just didn't really care about, to be honest. Thought it would a lot
I
of them were
honestly
just
prefer, apart from the Garnishes, I prefer the solo films other than 2012.
I think in terms
Avengers
of in
2012,
terms of just pure like enjoyment, a lot of them to me were just very sort of average.
for most of them, I would say the MCU's below average.
Yeah. Better than DC though.
Oh, yeah. There's, I would say on average, like Marvel. Probably not recently, but
I mean, to
apart
be
from,
honest,
like,
to be fair, think about it. Like, how many, like, in terms of writing, how many great franchises even are there?
not a lot. Not right now.
Yeah. Can't think of any, to be honest.
Like, yeah, like that's the thing. All of them have pretty much been one time after another, probably been wrecked in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Even 5 years, to be honest.
Yeah. And some people were like, oh, but what about the Dark Knight trilogy? It's like, dude, Dark Knight Rises is garbage.
And SK has gone through both the other 2 films, and there's a lot of the things I've seen from Batman Begins, oof,
Yeah.
not great.
But Dark Knight Rises is genuinely one of the worst written superhero films, I think.
Yeah, Dark Knight Rises is fucking
I mean, to be
abysmal.
fair, there is a lot of competition. But I'd be interested to see someone do a critique of Inception, because it came out. It was another Nolan film that came out at the same time as that trilogy. I know that Interstellar is panned by in terms of writing. Like, it really doesn't make sense.
I've never actually seen it. Yeah, it's also claimed to be like amazing as well.
I mean, it's definitely visually
I don't-
amazing.
I don't know anything about it. Like,
I think it has.
legitimately, I don't
It
know
has.
what it's about.
Apparently, it has the best looking at glittering.
Hmm. Bum, 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 bum. Ow.
Daniel's Warzone's updating.
Lol.
Lol. Maddox, if you're still watching, what films are you actually a fan of? Because I only know of TV stuff you like. Be interested to know. I know that TV wise, I know stuff you like, and I know that music wise, I know a couple of things. I know that Maddox is a big Lady Gaga fan.
Hmm.
dog will hunt.
Check your gear and weapons. We go soon.
Take that.
Yeah, ticket to wearing.
Practice is over. The real fight begins now.
Ticket to wearing. Gonna be a bumpy ride.
Battle Royale. Gas is approaching your position. Get to the safe zone.
Right. We going there, are we? Alrighty.
Kevin Smith calls out Academy for No Way Home Best Picture snub. Fuck off, Kevin Smith. It made me feel things, therefore it must be Best Picture.
Oh, I got shot in the air. Well, that sucked. Yes, I'm in Gulag.
The Gulag now. Survive to
Already, I
deployment.
didn't even hit the ground.
Win here and you return
Oh
to the
shit, I've got a
battlefield.
huge gun.
Fight is over. It's time, soldier. Break 'em.
Huge gun.
Damn it.
We're sending you back to base. Your team can pay for
Well,
your
that was possibly the worst start I've ever had in this game. Literally shot in the air and then died in Gulag. Oh, right, Maddox likes Pixar and Disney animated.
Early Pixar's great.
Yeah, it stops being good after Toy Story 3, for the most part.
I'd say like Wall-E. I think for you, Toy Story 3 was after that, wasn't it?
Yeah, Wall-E, and then Up, and then Toy Story 3. The reason I say that is because Cars 2 was 2011, and that's absolute garbage.
I mean, Cars 1 is pretty garbage too.
It has
That was
a
like
point.
the first big miss.
It has more of a point to it than Cars 2. Cars 2 is just nothing.
I think SK and the lot watched it. Apparently it's got more issues than you'd think.
Oh, I'm sure
Which
it
wouldn't
does.
surprise me.
I'm sure it does.
They decide that time, but we'll settle the score.
It is a weird film. I'll say that much.
It's super weird. You know, it's funny that the British version has Jeremy Clarkson
What?
as one of the voiceover, and in like America it's someone else.
What the hell?
Yeah, it's really strange.
That's so weird. Yeah, Toy Story 4 is awful though.
Oh, it's like legitimately terrible. Anyone who praises
Yeah.
that hasn't seen the first three or
The
didn't
only-
pay attention.
The only thing I'd praise is the graphics, because some of the graphics
Well, yeah, the
look
animation.
very good.
Yeah.
Like the water graphics are very good.
Or just the yeah,
But the drama is very forced for a lot of it.
and bad.
But yeah, no, Cars 2 is pain. It's weird how they made a trilogy out of the Cars films. I don't know why. I haven't even seen Cars 3. I don't even know what happens in it.
Me either, and I don't plan to watch it.
Yeah.
I'd much rather watch the stuff I'm watching at the moment.
But the run from Toy Story 1 up to The Incredibles is pretty great.
Yeah. And even then, Toys 1 isn't perfect. It's got quite a few issues. But even then, it's better than shit like Cars 2 and Toy Story 4.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people say Coco is a really good film.
I haven't seen it.
And there's a lot of people that say... I mean, I've seen Inside Out, and a lot of people say that's a good film.
I haven't seen that either, and I have no interest in that one.
Yeah, I say Inside Out has some stuff in it that's meaningful to some people, but I wouldn't rate it too highly.
Oh, I'm sure it does.
It's a little how do I describe it? It's kind of it's a bit straightforward with how it handles its message, I guess.
Oh, they are literal emotions.
Yeah.
So I guess that's not too big of a surprise. Depends how they execute them.
Check your gear and weapons.
Yeah.
Go soon.
I'm not sure.
Boom, bada, boom.
I've only seen Ratatouille once in theaters, but I remember it very vividly.
Ratatouille is great.
Yeah. I remember it so vividly, even though it was 2007.
Goddamn great film.
God, talking about Ratatouille makes me hungry. I want to eat the Ratatouille. I've always thought like Up was kind of overrated. Like I feel like it gets praised for its like.
Film.
I think it gets overpraised because of its opening scene.
Yeah, the opening scene is great. The villain's a bit odd.
No one really ever
Yes.
talks about the rest of the film, though. That's the thing.
Not really, yeah, that's true. I wouldn't disagree with that. I think it's still a good film, though.
I think Wally's very impressive because it has hardly any dialogue in it, which just says a lot.
Oh, WALL-E is like, I think WALL-E is Pixar's best film.
Deployment to the war zone.
In terms of achievement, like the amount they managed to pull off without dialogue says a lot.
It's the art of visual storytelling.
Yeah, imagine if Chris Chibnall did Wally.
Oh, it'd be so bad. Holy shit, that'd be awful.
That's gas you don't
That would be a pain to watch. How annoying would that robot would be.
Mm-hmm. Just imagine. I'm going straight for that heli. Go.
Oh, shut up, Brad. I don't care if you would solve all the puzzles that you made already.
execute
I'm
all
kind of dealing with a
targets.
lot of shit right now.
Recon contract secure. I'm rated to pilot that.
Oh, why are my teammates dying so early? Fools! Play the long game.
The long
then-
game.
And then
Chip
I'll,
hates that.
Get to the mark
and then
location.
I'll say that bloody say that and then get shot like this.
Buckle up, I'm flying.
Your teammate was sent to the gulag. They'll fight for a chance to redeploy.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Guess I'll fly away.
Your teammate is in the gulag now. If they survive, they'll rejoin you. Your teammate was broken. They're no longer with us. Your teammate lost the fight. Now they return to base. Gas is moving.
Let's go back there and see. Go back there and see if I can get away with it this time. Probably not. The recon is in like a prime camping spot.
Let's get to the safe zone.
Eat shit.
As for other movies, I'm not a huge film watcher. Really likes Alien, Aliens, Jaws, and the OG Star Wars trilogy. He's a huge Sonic fan but hasn't seen the film.
Hmm.
Primary objective accomplished. Recon intel.
Jeb's a real Sonic fan. He's seen and he's hyped for Sonic 2.
Yeah.
I'm rated to pilot.
The Sonic film, no.
What about the Sonic
The
film?
first trailer, a redemption story that I guess the Sonic films have, because the first trailer, god damn,
Contract secure.
it got me so hard. And now with like the second one coming out, it's like people are like hyped to actually see it. Oh yeah, that's true. Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz are great, and The World's End. And World's End is vastly overrated. Yeah, 15 years since Hot Fuzz came out.
Terrible at landing helicopters.
Get to the marked location and defend it.
Mark the aid station.
Enemy dropping into the AR.
Oh shit! Oh my god, no! No! Fuck's sake. I almost got away on my helicopter as well. That sucks. That was very suckage.
Win here and you return to the battlefield.
Suck
Lose
it.
and your
Dun,
fight
dun,
is over.
dun.
Prove you can still fight, soldier.
Oh, bastard, 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 bitch, bastard, bitch. Maybe I do need to change my sensitivity, actually.
If they can afford it.
Because it's not... I'm not actually turning around fast enough. I still need to watch those films. Oh, damn it. My teammates gulag now. Oh, is this guy a hacker? Oh no. He just saw through. Okay.
That time, but we'll settle the score.
Right, watch this, Callum. I'm gonna do a crazy thing. Where's... Oh, it's totally shaders. Fucking shaders. Daniel.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep, I gotta install shaders.
Oh. Have you got Ethernet?
Yeah.
Alright.
Right, where are you?
I saw you were in Gulag.
Yeah, they brought it back.
Oh. So it's... Which game mode is it?
It's BR quads.
BR Quads. Oh,
They've
yeah.
no, they've that whole update was just changing everything again. So
Oh.
BR quads is basically what we used to do. The only problem is I don't think you can do trios, duos, and singles anymore.
Oh.
It says something about like playlist update or something. If I invite you to my party, try and see what happens.
Okay. Their playlist update is available. Okay.
Yeah, you need to
Right.
get that.
I need to send you my drum and bass playlist.
Was that what it is?
No!
What the fuck is it? What when it says playlist, does that mean like music or does it mean something else?
I have no idea.
What do I think of Disney-specific animated films like Lion King and Tangled and all that? As a manly man, I assume you have little interest or opinion. Oh god. So I watched Lion King as a 4-year-old, and it was the first time I understood what death was. I didn't know what death was until I watched that film. So I have a strong memory of that. I hate the fact that they remade it and made it look like Animal Planet. That was dumb. Tangled, I watched.
Trash.
I watched Tangled once in the theaters. I don't really care about Rapunzel. At least I don't care about Disney's Rapunzel. I think the Brothers Grimm version's probably better.
I think Tangle's a great film.
I really like the Mind Robbers interpretation of Rapunzel. Tangled again, like when did that film come out? Like 2012 or something?
Yeah, something around that.
Yeah,
I've seen it. It's good.
I just don't remember it. It's been 10 years, so I don't remember it. Yeah, I don't know. Hard to say. I think I prefer, if you're talking about Disney animated films, I tend to prefer the older ones, like the hand-drawn ones. But that might just be because that's what I watched as a kid.
All right, I think I'm joining.
Right.
You.
Great. You've seen Tangled, eh, Daniel?
Nope.
I thought you had. Hmm.
Let me Google it.
The Rapunzel one.
No, I definitely not. Tangled. 2010.
It's
No.
that long ago, 12 years, oh my god.
I do recognize that horse, but you know how my memory works. I couldn't tell you.
Yeah. I mean, the animation style is so similar to Frozen that it might cross over.
I haven't seen that either, though.
Neither. I haven't seen Frozen.
I have.
I just heard everyone talking about it, and I was like, well, if everyone's talking about it, I probably won't like it. That's what I was like at the time.
Hey, Zod liked it.
Well, given that it's Sod's profile picture, yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I just don't give a shit about that genre. That's just me. I like the really gruesome, edgy Brothers Grimm versions though of everything.
Because you're very edgy.
Brothers Grimm is great because it's fucked up. I used to have nightmares about the face in the mirror, in the Queen's mirror in Snow White. And then watch it.
No, my flatmates are working, so I can't move it till their shift is over.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
And, bloody, what was it? Oh yeah, and then Shrek fixed that because they made it a comedy.
Right now.
Well, Shrek 1 is very fun.
Yeah, but Shrek 1 literally has the face from that film. It has the face from the Queen's Mirror, and it's played for comedy.
Yeah.
I think Shrek's like the pioneer of meta films, at least mainstream-wise.
Maybe.
Or maybe it's Scary Movie. The thing is, Scary Movie's a spoof, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's kind of different.
Bit different. It'd be like me saying superhero movie was like the pioneer for like modern superhero meta.
Practice is over. The real fight begins now.
Right, Daniel. Where are we gonna go?
Well, have you all see if our teammates mark a spot? Because I can hear them talking.
I have turned mine off because I don't want their voices on stream.
Right.
Oh, they're going to Lagoon. Lagoon.
We'll go over there.
Is there a heli there?
Oh, yeah.
There's recons around it. Oh, there is a heli at Airfield. Oh, is one of them already dead?
Oh, one of them left.
Ah, bugger. Well, I guess we'll be more in charge then, won't we?
Primary objective is to eliminate all enemies. Attack!
Maybe, yeah,
Someone's already...
So maybe the reason why they didn't have Gulag before was because they hadn't finished designing or something.
Maybe. Yeah. That's quite possible. Okay, why do I have that?
Where's the recon? Are we in the middle of something? That's probably why I can't see
I'm
it.
killing someone. Yeah, I killed someone. Let's go. Oh,
Top of the building.
someone else
again.
killed him actually.
Top of the building.
Oh shit. Great. Oh, because we can't respawn anymore
Yeah,
from money.
yeah.
I
It's,
see.
it's Gulag now. Yeah. Maybe there was complaints. I don't know. Hard to predict what happened.
Your teammate has entered the Gulag. Surviving earns them redeployment. Your teammate is in the Gulag now.
Wow,
If
this
they
gulag's
survive,
pretty cool.
they'll rejoin you.
Yeah.
Your teammate was broken. They're no longer with us.
It's the game's back to being hard again.
Yep.
Oh, there's only one way to get better at it. Bloody hell's the heli? Did it get taken? It's dead. Where is it? It's there.
Your teammate
Oh well.
broken. They're no longer with us.
Ah, well.
Going down without a fight. Keep your senses sharp. An enemy team is tracking your location.
Fuck, I'm being tracked. Ah, well. I lasted as long as I could. I remember liking Bambi as a kid, but it's been so long since I've seen it.
Time to fight.
This is back in
I
the
don't know if I've ever watched it in full.
back in the VHS days. I remember it sounding very weird to have like Humphrey Bogart sounding people as like deers.
Fight your way out and you return to
It's like, your mother's dead, son.
and you're finished. It's time.
Oh, yep, I just died.
You look like shit. Back to base.
The guy's just like, you look like shit.
The loss. Come back stronger.
What should we do? Play again or play again with team?
Supply run contract marked.
Play again with team.
Oh, yeah. 5 seconds. Tell you what's a film I haven't seen in fucking ages is Chicken Run.
Wow, I've watched that.
I remember it being very messed up.
Well, it's not good.
Is it not?
No. Oh no!
can't-
Oh, you know what film I was thinking of? I was thinking of fucking Chicken Little.
Oh, yeah, Chicken
know
Little's
why.
garbage. Chicken Little is AIDS and a half.
Chicken Run is good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Chicken Run.
is
No,
good from what I
Chicken Run's
remember.
the same people that made Wallace and Gromit.
Yes. Yes, I remember now.
Yeah.
I was mixing.
And and
titles
also
up.
Flushed Away as well. That's another one they did.
Flushed Away's pretty good.
I think Flushed Away is a lot more mainstream though than the others.
Yeah.
Whereas like stuff like Chicken Run and it's pretty niche.
Happened all during a goddamn England versus Germany World Cup final. That's what the film was saying around, which I find funny.
That's so weird.
And it has the family with a rat going on holiday during that, which is kind of strange. Like that would be like it was this last year. That's eventful.
I remember I watched Curse of the Were-Rabbit in theaters.
I've never actually seen that one.
But again, it's the only time I ever saw it was in theaters. Gromit, I want cheese. Feel the tediousness that they spent like 7 years making a short film back then. Ridiculous. Imagine having that much patience.
Hmm.
Tell you what, though, the wrong trousers is pretty poggers.
Oh yeah, that's great.
When you'd expect if they spent 7 years animating it with clay, they'd spend a good time on the writing, right?
We'll be deploying soon.
Hmm.
Or at least you'd hope so. Oh, I cracked someone in the air. Oh! Bastard. Get him! Yeah, here I am playing bloody Warzone talking about Tangled. Couldn't get two more different things, I guess.
I thought Tangled was the one where they're in the jungle or something.
Enemy captured
Are they not, are they?
No, that's Jungle Book. No, that's Jungle Book.
Oh yeah.
Nah, not jungle. No, I think it's called the cruisers. Funny looking things.
Oh, the Crudes. Oh, that's the one that you like, Callum.
Yeah.
The Crudes.
Well, Cruise 2.
The
Right.
cruds.
Specifically. I don't know how good Cruise 1 is. I haven't seen it.
So you've only seen the second one.
Yes, because it was the rave of among our
That,
circle.
that's not how cause and effect works. You have to see the first one, right?
You can honestly, you can see the second one. They do a recap at the start.
Oh. Oh well. Anyway,
Cruise 2 is very good.
this one's gonna fly right over one of the helis, I think.
Battle Royale.
Where's that?
Mark a drop point for your team.
Oh, I can't see it.
That's gas you don't want.
Maybe it's not there.
Make your way to the safe zone.
What?
There's usually one in the mines, but it's not there.
Hang on. Okay, he wants to land there. Okay,
Where? Oh,
to the right.
okay.
We're just. This is not going to go well.
Yeah, I mean, the people that we end up playing with when it's not Sam and Anthony are just like, they're just too confident doing something dangerous.
Mm.
Whereas I just tend to do the coward's way out. Shit, there's people like right around us.
Yeah, I know. I'm hovering above. Oh, someone took it already. Great.
Sucks, I should have gotten that recon. Oh shit, I'm frozen. Game's frozen? Oh well, there it is. Oh shit. Ooh. Action.
Teammate has entered the gulag. Surviving earns them redeployment.
One of our teammates is raging on the mic. Must be
Yeah,
the
well,
purple guy.
it's their own fucking fault. They chose to do that. They don't learn from their mistakes.
He's like, you guys were nowhere in sight!
I'm just like, what do you expect? Like, I don't want to get shot. I want to win.
Can't enjoy anything anymore! There's some bloody stairs in here somewhere. Ah, here we go.
This will probably be my last game, by the way. Because I have to go to
Ah,
Cindy
yeah,
Park.
that's all good. Oh,
Positive
old
ID
Hong
on the
Kong.
That's correct. Old Hong Kong and a haircut.
Yeah, I probably should do some work, actually.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot you're on shift at the moment. Oh, COVID's funny, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, Callum. Daniel's right now clocked into his job. Daniel is he's like a internet and phone and stuff help desk. Best way to describe it.
Yeah, just have to do emails and calls, basically. Yeah.
You hardly ever get anyone, right?
Yeah.
And you were supposed to go back into the office, but then COVID happened again.
I do actually have to go next week, though, unfortunately.
Suck.
Ah, well.
All friendlies are in the safe zone.
Right, what are you doing?
I don't know what I'm doing.
Have you got a gun?
Yes.
Great.
These windows are very green.
Marking aid station.
I haven't really decided what I want to do, actually.
Oh, this guy wants to be revived. Can you drop me your money?
Where is he? Oh, shit. Yeah.
Just drop me, like, a
No,
bit.
take all of it.
Oh,
Take
well,
all of it.
doesn't
Take all of it.
matter.
I don't need it. I don't need it.
Okay. Oh, what?
What did he say?
He's trying to direct me up the hill. God, he sounds so agitated.
Marking aid station.
Well, as we all know, Call of Duty players are very impatient.
Yeah. It's like turn left, turn right, turn right. Oh my god. I'm gonna revive the bloke. One of them just sneezed.
Grab that armor. Grab that armor.
Yeah, that armor.
Does anyone need this? Contract time expired. The
Damn it.
target's been lost.
Tried to get him.
Did you?
Yep. I missed.
Oh shit.
As expected.
Most wanted. No, I definitely don't want that.
It's...
AT mines ready.
Oh shit. Someone in the house.
He just died again? Great.
Fuck! Ah, well.
Oh, he left the game this time. Damn.
I'm in Gulag.
Oh shit, it's just me. Great.
Yep. As a group of extremely cultured heterosexuals, what are your votes for most heterosexual movies of all time? You've seen quite a few of those, Daniel.
What is a heterosexual movie?
Okay, it's very man on woman, I guess, or woman on man.
Fight your way out of this.
I don't know.
So like 50 Shades.
I guess so.
You look like shit. Back to base
Yeah,
with
probably.
I feel like I don't want to. 50 Shades is a bit alternative though.
Oh well, I died.
And then maybe something cringe like fucking The Notebook or something.
Jeez.
Are you saying that 50 Shades of Grey isn't cringe?
I mean, it is cringe, but the Notebook is like popular. I mean, 50 Shades is also popular, but it's different. How do I explain it? Fuck, I don't know. They're both.
You're not doing a good job.
Okay, so 50 Shades is alternative because it's like BDSM, whereas The Notebook's romance. That's kind of what I meant. So like The Notebook's like normal, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I haven't seen that unfortunately. Let me just focus on this.
I guess if I thought of like a really good one, I'd probably say maybe Love Actually. Don't know if that has any gay couples in it, I can't remember.
Fuck. What's a cringe film?
It doesn't have to be cringe, it just has to be heterosexual. I guess, like, maybe like a fucking western or something that's like really macho.
Bloody. Like,
Oh, actually, no, I know what it is. Any, like, bloody James Bond films are the most heterosexual films.
and come back stronger.
I haven't seen James Bond.
Yeah, because especially like the.
What about like Meet the Fockers?
I reckon one of the like, probably one of the James Bond films. Because
American Pie.
yeah, true. But I don't remember if American Pie has gays in it or not.
Probably not, knowing that kind of film.
I mean, James Bond has
Have
camp.
an American Burger.
I guess James Bond has a bit of camp in it, which might deter from that. Maybe there's something like American that would be like super duper straight. Like, where imagine like a, I don't know, a film like where every male character is like super masculine and like yeah. And then every woman is super
Maltese
like
Arnold
Falcon.
Schwarzenegger movies.
well, the Maltese Falcon's like has a villain that's like very flamboyant. Remember, he had like a ring on his pinky finger.
Oh.
Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger movies is a good shout.
Well, hold on.
Have fun at Sylvia.
I will.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. So we're moving for the group now.
Mm-hmm. Brief cameo.
I get rid of it. How do I do it? You know how to do it?
Just right. I guess I can do it. There you go.
We go. Great. Well, that was a stream, wasn't it?
Huh? Yeah.
That was a stream. Yeah.
It was a stream. That was the definition of a stream.
Hopefully next week we'll be able to film the A Source Full of Secrets video. That'll be fun.
That would be fun.
Are you back at work?
No. Oh, well, next week I am, yes.
Ah, yeah, that's what I meant.
Not on Tuesday or Monday, though.
Okay, great. Hopefully we'll be able to sort that out.
Yes. It depends on Jeb being not cringe, which I know
Yeah.
is hard for him.
But I know that he really wants to be part of that video, so we just got to let him. Yeah. Well, I guess we'll see another time, eh? Lovely to hang out and talk about straight. You met it.
Oh, yeah. We love the straights.
Yeah, that's why we didn't have Tin on, because we love the straight. Only
Well,
straight.
Tin's, I believe Tin's also bisexual. I think.
that Bi's not straight, is it? I mean, it includes straight, but it isn't.
Well, yeah, it's worse. I thought we were talking about people who aren't straight.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah,
well, no, what I meant.
Zord is. I don't know. I don't want to.
What I meant was we were talking about the straights. That's why we didn't have non-straights. Is what I meant.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I don't want to speak on behalf of other people's sexualities.
Although, to be fair, Jeb is doing a very straight thing right now, like sorting out a house with his girlfriend. That's the most straight.
Are you
thing
saying non-straight people can't buy houses? Wow, Connor. Time to get cancelled.
Yeah, you're all a bunch of renters, is what you are. Oh, well, you just, I don't know, stay outside, I guess. I don't know what I'm saying. This is really bad. Anyway.
Our worst